It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
People think I'm a little hot-headed. Do you think it's the flames? People think I'm excitable. Do you think it's the Slim Jim? You need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim.
If you need a better car, go see Cal. He's the greatest one by far, go see Cal. Give a new car to your wife, she will love you all your life. Go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal. If you want more for your trade, go see Cal. He will come right to your aid, go see Cal. If you want your payments low, if you want to save some dough, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
Worthington Chevrolet, the only way. Open till midnight every day.
Every day. Greetings, people of Earth, and welcome to the third floor. Yankee postgame, Serenade. Well, no Yankee game today. Rain, apparently, on the east. Beautiful, sunny day, almost 88 degrees here in Citrus Heights, California. What's going on, people? Absolutely tragic news out of the NASCAR world about Kyle Busch. Absolutely horrendous. Just get into it real quick. I was never a Kyle Busch fan. I never liked him. That's how good he was. But I couldn't stand him. Kind of like that Jeff Gordon thing. But I learned to appreciate Jeff Gordon more after Dale Earnhardt's death than I did before Dale Earnhardt's death. With Gordon, I just learned to just fell in love with Gordon after that. But Kyle Busch, I could. But wow, pneumonia apparently turned into sepsis. Took him at 41. You know, hearts out to his family and his two beautiful children, his beautiful wife, all their causes and the money that they raised. You know, hopefully it all continues. So, hey, Rowdy, we had a Roddy Piper, and they had a Rowdy Busch. And like we said, we always correlate sports with sports, and damn if it wasn't. Kyle Busch, former 24/7 hardcore championship back in the day. As you've seen in the little thing I put up there, he pinned R-Truth for the championship belt. So with all that said and all that to do, Hearts out to his family, his friends, his teammates, his crew, his owners, his sponsors. Man, it's such a huge family. NASCAR is just a massive family, man. Oh, and one last thing: when they interviewed Brad Keselowski, hats off, buddy. Brilliant interview and a great way to start the interview by letting everybody know that you did not like Kyle Busch. You were not friends with Kyle Busch. You said your only memory that you'll have that you'll cherish with Kyle Busch is that plane ride from Vegas when you two apparently got together. But kudos to Brad. He is that Dale Earnhardt type racer on and off the track. So Brad, he put it out there. He was a competitive, and he definitely brought out the best in me, if not more, because it was him. And that's a great uh, tribute. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The Brad Keselowski interview. They're all heartwarming. But with all that being said, hey, Yankee Kyle, what's up, brother? Rain, man. We're going to break down the Yankees in a second, bro. I got some fucking numbers, and we'll be talking. So, with all that being said, just a quick moment in the memory of number 18, the M&Ms. Gone way too soon at 41. Kyle, Rowdy, Wild Thing, Busch. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for your contribution to one of my favorite sports. And it's going to be really hard to forget you, Kyle. 234 wins across the 3 top divisions in NASCAR, more than anybody. Just amazing. And just a quick moment of silence for our boy, Kyle Rowdy Wild Thing Busch, number 18. All right, let's go. Let's break this down. Let's talk Yankees, man. Let's see. We got all kinds of numbers here. Let's see. We could start with any numbers you guys want. First, let's take a look at the downswing right now on the Yankees, and then we'll take a look at the upswing on the Yankees. First up, the downswing. Numbers prove it, man. I really don't know what to tell you here. But the numbers speak for themselves. Right now, the guy right now who is killing us is Judge. But the difference is when Judge is struggling like this, people are like, oh, this, oh, that. We got to get him straight. Nobody's talking about sending him down or anything else like the big guys because he's Judge. I fucking get that. Take that out of the equation. Everybody's talking about this guy's numbers. This guy, what's he doing? The proof is in the pudding when it comes to Judge. And when you look at the numbers, especially what we have here with the big thing between Grisham. All right, Grisham did his job yesterday. No, on 3 times, and Judge did nothing. So he set the table 3 fucking times for Judge, and Judge did nothing. So when we look at the numbers, there's only a 2-game difference between Grisham and Judge. Grisham's in 50, Judge is in 52. Plate appearances, there's 38 between the two of them. The at-bats, there is 18 at-bats that separate them. Now, when it comes to runs, Judge has 40 runs. Grisham 27. Okay. That's not good for a leadoff. If they were reversed, we'd still be complaining. Trust me. If Grisham had 40 runs and Judge only had 40 runs scored, we'd be bitching. But I'm good with this. Because you'll see how everything freaking equals out with the combination of Grisham leading off with Judge there. But look at those numbers on Judge and study them closely. Now, when it comes to hits, there's 16 separating. 16 hits, right? 18 at bats separate them. Not plate appearances, at bats. We're going with at bats. 18 separate them, and 16 hits separate them. Judge 46 hits, and Grisham with 30 hits. Now, when it comes to doubles, Grisham's got one more. He's got 9. Judge's got 8. Grisham got a triple. Judge does not have a triple. 10 home run difference. Grisham's up to 6. Judge is stuck at 16. Now, the big one is, okay, what about RBIs? Well, Judge has 30 RBIs and Grisham has 27. So, with 18 at bats separating them, 16 hits separating them, only 3 RBIs separate them. So I don't know what the fuck a problem is with Trent Grisham. And I'm not saying I love this performance because it's in the numbers. People want numbers, they want analytics and shit. Well, screw the analytics. Just go look at some solid numbers that mean the game and the outcome of the game. It's right in front of you. Plain and simple. WAR, WAR. What is it good for? Nothing. Absolutely. Just like the song says in Edwin Starr. Boom. WAR. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I could care less about that fucking stat. It's unbelievable. It's as ridiculous as game-winning RBI back in the day. But if you want to know, the Trent Grisham's WAR is 0.3 and Judge's is 2.1. Okay? Take that for what it is because I don't give a fuck about the stat. So you know what that number means. You know what that difference means. That's fine. Really don't care. All I know is Grisham's playing lights out in center field. So there, you break it down right there. Now we take a look. Let's take a look at, like I said with Judge. What we got? We got 5 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. He's got 38 walks. Hey, Trent Grisham's got 30 walks. So there again, we'll throw 8 separate him in walks. Okay? So those numbers you see there are on the downswing for Judge. If you think for 1 second that Judge is going to stay in any kind of situation like he has been in for the last 11, 12 games, well, you know what? I got oceanfront property in the state of Utah just waiting for your name on the dotted line. Strikeouts. What we got? We got 8 separate them. No, I'm sorry, not 8. Judge has 67 strikeouts. Grisham has 35. And Grisham's batting what? 188. Judge is batting 245. We got here a lot of people like this on base and slugging stuff, so I'll just throw that in there. I'm sure it's pretty much Judge is going to smoke him in these numbers, I would imagine. On base, Judge 377, Grisham 313. Slugging, Judge is at a 543, and Grisham is at a 369. OPS, which I really give a shit about. That's another stat. Like, please, people with the fucking OPS, stop. Stop with the fucking PS. Enough. You could stop at on-base percentage and slugging. I don't need anything else. It's just another number to fucking bitch and moan about. But Judge is at 920 and Grisham's at a 681. I don't know. Take it for what it's fucking worth. But there you go. Beautiful sound of a Harley in the background there. So there you go with the Judge. There's all his numbers. Everything's right in front of you. It's up to date as of last night. You see what we're up against here. He is not going to stay in this mode, man. He is not going to stay in this mode. JK, what's up, man? I just got back to the screen. I'm only operating on my laptop. I don't have... So, it's a long story. This team has way too many issues, and I don't know how many of them are fixable. This offensive bullpen isn't magically going to change unless Cashman does something fast. JK, you sound like you're getting frustrated. I hear you. And just hang in there with me, man. There's the numbers on Judge, okay? And I just compared Judge and with Grisham there as far as, in the leadoff, wherever he's batting, whatever the fuck. But all I know is it set me off last night onto this quest of these numbers when I seen that Grisham was on, he was 3 for 3, and Judge is right behind him, 0 for 3. I get it. Everybody slumps. I get that. That's cool. Everybody slumps. Not the point. The point is, where we at? May 22nd, May 20th, whatever the fuck it is. Look, we're 52 games in. Now is when we start. Now's when we start to see nutrition. Now's when we start to see things start to swing and change a little bit. Look, Yankees are going to be fine. Yankees will be fine. Tampa Bay's playing lights out fucking baseball, a la Detroit Tigers back in the day. Yeah, some teams jump out like this, man, and I get it. They're built. They're a good team. They get it done 1,000 different ways. That's fine. Yankees, what is it? Long ball or bust? Not in these first 52 games. I mean, they got a ton of homers, but look at some of them homers were meaningless fucking losses. So, just we'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But now, how about we take a look at the upswing here for the Yankees? Because there is an upswing. And if there's ever been an upswing in Yankees to talk about, brag about, boast about, sing from the fucking top of the mountains, it's Cam Schittler. I mean, this kid is the real frigging deal. I am telling you, this kid, every time he takes out to the mound, I'm just like, what's he going to do today that's going to be more special than what we already seen? Utterly amazing. So where are we at with the upswing inside the numbers here, the upswing? Cam, man, look at that ERA, 1.50. It'd be lower than that if he didn't walk a guy and give up a single. Think about it. He was pitching lights out until they gave up that freaking walk to run in. And then I think it was a fucking sac fly or something, but whatever. 1.50. This kid is flirting with Guidry's numbers. 75 strikeouts. He is a strikeout machine. And quite honestly, those numbers are going to really start picking up. 13 walks. 13 walks. Guys ain't getting on, man. Guys are just not getting on him. 11 games started. He has 6 wins. He has 2 losses. 2 tough losses. You look at those losses, Yankees gave him nothing, man. Nothing offensively. No complete games, no shutouts. And his whip is just becoming, you're going to have to start looking for it with a microscope. 0.86 whip. Oof. He's given up 11 earned runs in 66 innings pitched and 75 strikeouts. That's dominant. 13 runs altogether, so 2 unearned runs. He's only given up 44 hits in 66 innings, like I said. And guys, 2 home runs. I'd say that's the upswing on the Yankees. So back to JK's point about, in the numbers and stuff like that. I get it. So let's take a peek at some of these fucking numbers here. Let's take a peek at some of these numbers. Pitching and catching. Throw it, catch it. These are the team numbers. Right now, 3.31 ERA is 4th. So, what's that tell you? It tells you the starting pitching is pretty fucking good, but maybe just a hiccup or a burp in the bullpen. 3.31 ERA, that's good for 4th in the majors. 1.17 whip, that's good for 4th in the majors. So not a lot. You see these numbers? So we got to understand what we're seeing and what we're saying about the pitching in the bullpen. 8.96 Ks per 9. That's 7th. That's dropped. And that's dropped because of what? Well, you kind of say because Fried's gone. There's a lot of strikeouts right there. So losing him, that's the only thing right there where we've seen a major drop in the Yankees as far as the standings in the major leagues in the pitching, because they were up there around 2nd, 1st, 3rd. They were flirting all around there with a 9-something. Now they're down. So basically, with Fried being out, they lost a strikeout and a half per 9. You want to get fucking crazy? 40 homers, 2nd. 40 homers. Building, 987, tied for 11th. So, Gloves? Could be better. Could be better. Could be better. We've seen some of these errors. They were absolutely fucking horrendous. Some of them. Some tough errors. All right. But we also seen some fucking outstanding defense. All right. Just ask Dominguez right now. Ask him how he's doing as far as defense. Ask Cody Bellinger just fucking grabbing everything that's in the air in left field. Or move him to center. He can do it over there. Judge looking strong. Grisham looking good. All right. Max Schumer don't look too bad out there. So fielding, defense, hey, guys, it's going to be hiccups in the game, all right? If you're fucking totally focused and solid in a game, you'll play flawless defense. You start letting your at-bats or creep into the field with your glove, trust me, bet on that end. It's a long inning after that. Never take that at-bat past that foul line. 2.33 batting average against. That's tied for fourth. Okay, we're tied for fourth in batting average against. We're tied in fourth with whip. We're tied in fourth for ERA. Look, guys, I know the pitching is questionable, but just how questionable? Offense inside the numbers. Put it in play. Now we say, well, we're talking about this offense being stagnant for the last, I don't know, you want to call it 10 games? You want to call it 11 games? You want to call it 12 games? You want to call it 5? Call it whatever you want. Pick a number from 5 to 12, 5 to 15. It doesn't fucking matter. Put it in that perspective, all right? Offense. The offense isn't struggling. What's happening is the timing of the offense is struggle, all right? These struggles are continuing from at bat to at bat to at bat to at bat, as opposed to situations where you guys, man, just can't get a guy over. Hey, don't move a guy over, but the fucking problem is they can't get the guy across the whole plate. That's where the offense is struggling. Getting the fucking guy in. Runners in scoring position. Runners in scoring position to me is just a little bit of a fucking kind of stat, because let's be honest. Runner in scoring position, well, what do we time it? What are we really judging the guy on with that fucking average that they put up? Situations are weird. You get a guy at second, he's in scoring position. You get a guy at second with 2 out, and you just pop out. It goes against you. I mean, it's just an out to end the inning. I get it. You got second and third. You should get the job done. Don't get me wrong with these 2 out situations. But you might have 1 out. No outs. Runner at third. Guy pops out to the foul. Fouls out to the catcher. It was against him, runner in scoring position. So runner in scoring position is a little bit judgmental, so to speak. But let's look at the batting average. 233, tied for 22nd. That shows that the hitting is definitely not fucking there. Just not putting hits together. You're just scattering hits throughout the game. That's what that means, 233 and tied for 22nd. It's exactly what that means. Your on-pace percentage, again, this is dropping. 328. You're 8th in on-base percentage. Okay. Guys are getting on. Guys are getting moved over. Nobody's scoring. Slugging. We're 3rd in slugging with a 424. OPS. Everybody loves this OPS number. I can't stand it, but hey, here it is. The OPS number for you. 752, and that's 3rd in majors. Tied for 22nd in batting average. On base is 8th. Slugging is 3rd. OPS is 3rd. Home runs, 1st. Stolen bases were 5th. Right back to tie for 22nd, 233 batting average. It's the timing of the hitting. Is it an overall slump? It just seems that way because that's baseball, man. That's fucking baseball. Situation tells all, and that tells all. Tells all. Yeah, 233, tied for 22nd. We're 1st in homers. What the fuck? Moving on. Inside the numbers, the team effort. What's the team fucking doing for us? Hey, runs, 4.9 a game. That's tied for 6th. Runs allowed, 3.6. That's 4th in the majors. Hits, there it is, guys. Look at it in big red fucking letters. 7.6, 26th in the league. That's the issue. You're scattering hits. You're not putting hits together. And that 73 homers has got you where you're at. Little bit of small ball we saw. We got excited. But the long ball right now, hey, maybe this rain out and this day off. I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow, day, night, doubleheader. Who the fuck knows what you're fucking doing? But there you go, man. Hits, 233, tied for 22nd. Hits, 7.6, 26th in the league, averaging 7.6. Hits again, 7.3, tied for 4th. Boom, there's the pitching. So when we talk about the bullpen, we talk about starting pitching, talk about the closers. Hey, guys, we're tied for 4th in hits against. Pitching's there. Pitching's there. Look how Hill got burned yesterday. Come on, be for real. He gave them both. There was 4 fucking double plays, 2 double plays in that game. 4 outs worth it, and nobody could fucking make a play. Won't put that on Hill. That ain't on Hill. Oh, man. So, anyway. Eric Cole made his return yesterday. I thought he was dominant. He looked good. Velocity was there. The one thing we were worried about, we're like, is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Where's his control going to be? I thought the guy looked pretty fucking good. So hats off to Garrett Cole coming back and looking dominant. And, hey, fucking that's baseball, Susan. That 8th inning circus was fucking, I don't know what that was. I really don't. The 8th inning, it was horrible. 7th inning, whatever the fucking inning it was, they fell apart. But Garrett Cole overall looked good. Good to have him back. Pitch count good. I said before the game, I said his pitch count's probably somewhere between 75 and 85. So I knew it would be somewhere in there, and they stopped him dead at 75. So that's a good outing, man. 75, dominant. He had 50 strikes. I think he faced 24 batters. 2 hits, strikeouts. Look good. Garrett Cole looking good. And that's your that's another one that's another one where everybody wonder what's going to happen, what's going to do, what do we have, blah, 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 blah. There you go. The ace is back. Now, him pitching like that, and then Cam pitching the way he's pitching. Rodon's starting to look a little bit better and better. Will Warren, love him. I like Weathers too, but I think Weathers might be just that odd man out to the bullpen. So that's going to improve the bullpen. And whoever you take out of that bullpen, I'm sure will satisfy any Yankee fan, no matter who it is, because it'll be somebody they wanted out of there anyway. Barring injury, Yankees are looking pretty good. I am not panicking about this team. I never would panic about this team. There's no reason to panic about this team. This is a good team. A good, solid baseball team. And all it can do is improve and improve for the rest of the year. So, with all that being said, let me get back up here. There we are. We are back. Getting that live chat. Hit that like, hit that sub, hit that follow. First show back in a while. Maybe, possibly. I don't know what the Yankees are doing tomorrow. There's doubleheaders. I don't know what they're going to do. Who knows what the weather's like. My daughter said it's absolutely horrible there right now. Thunderstorms. It's hotter. So who knows? Anyway, so there's your baseball. There's your Yankee breakdown. I mean, comments, whatever, put them in there. Just let us know what's going on. What's your thoughts, Judge? Downswing, Cam, upswing, Cole, stock of the week. I showed you the numbers, man. It's all in the numbers. Everybody wants numbers. There's the numbers. The numbers show the only thing the Yankees are not doing right now The only thing they're not doing is hitting. And more than just not hitting, it's the timing of the hitting. They're just spraying hits throughout the game. Hit here, hit there, walk here. That's it. And it shows in that 233 tied for 22nd. And it also shows in hits 24th. You'd think in any era of baseball, 7 hits, 8 hits, it's a pretty good day. Pretty good. Pretty good day. Now, 7, 8 hits a game just doesn't seem to be enough. But a lot of that has a reflection on the pitcher, too. Is he walking guys in front of those hits? And how many of those hits are in the parking lot? So I guess you know what I mean there. But there you go. I mean, I gave you the numbers. We can look at them one more time. There's your pitching. ERA 4th, WHIP 4th, strikeouts 7th, homers 2nd, fielding tied for 11th, batting average against tied for 4th, pitching there. Batting average 233, tied for 22nd. On base 8th, slugging 3rd, OPS 3rd, home runs 1st, stolen bases 5th. Guys are on. Guys are getting on more or less, I guess, via the error or the walk, but nobody's bringing them in with the bat. And there's your team effort. Tied for 6 in runs, 4.9. Runs allowed, 3.6, 4th. Hits, 7.6, 26th in the league, man. And hits against, tied for 4th. Again, it all shows one thing you're looking at. Why ain't these fucking guys hitting the fucking ball? Why do they refuse to hit the ball? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. They're right there. And again, I ain't panicking about nobody. I told everybody before, don't worry about McMahon. Don't worry about fucking Jazz. Don't worry about Grisham. Don't worry about it. You're fine. These guys are slowly starting to... It takes a few minutes. You know, even like a Cadillac, you run that engine for a little bit before you put it in drive, man. Get it heated up. That's the caddy ride. That's what you got to do. You got to warm the engine up sometimes. But right now, Yankees will be fine, man. Everybody just fucking relax. Yankees will be fine. All right. Next subject, real quick. If you've been following us, here, you know we have Slam City, the wrestling show. And you know we recently just had a excuse me, I created a sim wrestling league where you draft. Anyway, just look for it. Anyway, sim league has come together finally. We actually even added an extra stable, and we added 4 more rounds to the draft. The draft is done. The draft is complete. Everybody has their team, and everybody is named their stable. So here is the ultimate in wrestling simulation leagues created by me, the Booker, Babe Bambino. But, guys, the draft was absolutely insanity. Wait till you see these teams and these names. Now, what you did is from rounds 1 to 9, you picked single wrestlers. If a wrestler was chosen in a single league, if he was in a tag team, he's eliminated. In other words, you can't use him again. Like if I pick Bret Hart as a singles wrestler, the Hart Foundation as a tag team is off the board, can't be used. Anyway, check these teams out. This is Chaos Kingdom. And Chaos Kingdom in the singles division. Undertaker, Kane, Dusty Rhodes, Randy Macho Man Savage, Mick Foley, Scott Hall, John Cena, Batista, Goldberg, Chris Benoit, Bob Backlund, Honky Tonk Man, Mil Mascaras, Magnum TA, Terry Gordy, Lex Luger, Tom Zank, and Cowboy Bob Orton. In the tag teams, each stable is required to draft 2 tag teams, and Chaos Kingdom, what a draft. Nasty Boys and the Hart Foundation. And the managers are Miss Elizabeth and Gary Hart. And along with the Nasty Boys and the Hart Foundation, they also carry and are allowed to have Jimmy Hart at ringside. So you actually almost get a bonus manager if you draft right. Then, boom, the Underworld Commission. Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, Ivan Koloff, Ox Baker, Raven, The Rock, Ted DiBiase, Ernie Ladd, Tommy Dreamer, Sid. Can't even see that. Oh, Dean Malenko, Dean Malenko, Dino Bravo, Gina Hernandez, Tito Santana, Adrian Adonis, Jesse Ventura, Jimmy Snuka, and Gorgeous George. And their tag teams are the British Bulldogs. This is so dark I can't even read it. The Twin Towers, which is Akeem and the Big Boss Man and the British Bulldogs. And their managers are Bill Alfonso, Grand Wizard, Slick, and Jimmy Hart. That's a crazy team right there, man. Then the Elite Empire. We just don't join the game, we own it. And in the singles, Ric Flair, Brock Lesnar, Roddy Piper, Vader, Ricky Steamboat, Sting, Mr. Perfect, Jake the Snake Roberts, Ultimate Warrior, Randy Orton, William Regal, Great Muta, Abdul the Butcher, Stan Hansen, Nick Bockwinkel, Wahoo McDaniels, DDP, and Ronnie Garvin. In the tag teams of the Midnight Express and the Fabulous Freebirds. Fabulous Freebirds. Now, the Fabulous Freebirds here would actually be minus Terry Gordy because he was picked before the Fabulous Freebirds were. But Fabulous Freebirds were a trio or a foursome, so eliminate one, you still get the others. Elite Empire looking good. And we got the Monster Asylum. They talk about monsters. This is absolutely insanity. Kurt Angle, Big Show, Iron Sheik, Bam Bam Bigelow, Harley Race, George the Animal Steel, Haystacks Calhoun, Rick Rude, Shane McMahon, Killer Kowalski, Roadkill, Angry Amish Warrior, Jerry Lynn, Sabu, Stan the Man Stasiak, Pat Patterson, Umaga, Austin Idol, and Jerry the King Lawler. And the tag teams are the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, and the Rougeau brothers. The managers are Jimmy Hart, Classy Freddie Blassie, and Harvey Whippleman. Whew, that is an asylum. The Union. One team, one goal, one fight. Singles. This is another stacked. Stone Cold, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Booker T, Triple H, Haku, Kevin Nash, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Terry Funk, Rey Mysterio, Bruiser Brody, King Kong Bundy, Sandman, Arn Anderson, Rick Martel, and Paul Orndorff. Tag teams are the Steiners and the Road Warriors. Managers, Paul Ellering, Sensational Sherry, and Captain Lou Albano. That is sick. Chef Nick, what's up, man? And then the last team in the fantasy sim wrestling league, Pain Incorporated in the singles division. Hulk Hogan, Owen Hart, Bruno Sammartino, Tully Blanchard, Edge, Don Morocco, Bobo Brazil, Kamala, Taz, Ivan Putski, JBL, Blackjack Mulligan, Blackjack Lanza, Superstar Billy Graham, Pedro Morales, CM Punk, Ken Patera, and High Chief Peter Maivia. And the tag teams are Demolition, Axe, and Smash, and the Dream Team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Managers are Mr. Fuji, Jimmy Hart, Bobby Heenan, and Skandar Akbar. Dude, the sim wrestling is loaded. 6 amazing teams getting ready to do battle. Chef Nick, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Just broke down the Yankees pretty solidly. Hope you caught all that. Hope you were taking notes. Hope you're taking notes there, Chef. But yeah, any questions, comments on what we were talking about earlier with the Yankees? Any questions, comments on the sim wrestling? The shows are gonna be starting in probably a week. I'll be booking everything and setting everything, and then we'll be doing the matches here. But right now, like I said, I broke down Trent Grisham for you. We talked about a couple other guys, but if you want to go through some guys' numbers, we could always do that. There we go. Yeah, Chef, if you want to come on, let me know. Chef, I could send you a link if you want to come up. Yeah, if you want to come on, let me know, because we could go through the lineup here. On the individuals, we could talk about that, but other than that, inside the numbers, which we did. All right, you want to come on? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me. All right, Chef, hold on. I got your email. All right, Chef, give me 1 minute. Chef, give me 1 minute, and I'll send you a link. It's going to take me a second here. So, all right, let me do this. Let me change this. All right, and all right.
Hey, you the employment counselor?
Naturally.
I'm Charlie. You sent for me?
Charlie. Oh, yes. It's your ambition to be a star-kissed tuna, isn't it?
Me and every other right-thinking tuna.
Well, my records indicate that you've been caught by star-kissed 38 times.
Right, man.
And thrown back 38 times.
What?
It also says you failed the physical.
Is that what it says there?
Really, Charles, you ought to try some other brand.
Don't worry about it. I got word to a certain party on the Starkiss boat. Told them the minute they take me, there's a little something in it for him. You get it?
But you can't bribe.
Oh, no, he came through.
Hey! That makes 39.
Sorry, Charlie. Only the finest prime tuna is good enough for StarKist. More people like the taste of StarKist than any other tuna. Try it and see why.
Tell him Charlie sent you.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How's that?
If you need a better car, go see Cal. He's the greatest one by far, go see Cal. Give a new car to your wife, she will love you all your life. Go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal. If you want more for your trade, go see Cal.
He will come right to your aid. Go see Cal.
If you want your payments low, if you want to save some dough, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
Worthington Chevrolet, the only way. Open till midnight every day.
Open to midnight every night. Check your email there, Chef. You should have a link there. Just check it and see what's going on there. Get that ready. All right, let's see. Boom. Yeah, who's ever in here, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub and everything. I'm waiting on Chef Nick to see if I can bring him up. I sent the link. I hope it worked. We'll find out shortly. I just don't know if I get notified that you're in the waiting room. So I just checked it. All right, check your email. Let me know. In the meantime, let me see. Maybe I could do this. Hold on. Part of our voicemail system. Absolutely insanity from him. He does leave good ones, though. As you can see, Texas absolutely loves leaving emails. I mean, voicemails. All right, I don't know if he got. Did you get the link? There, chef. You still here? You're still here? Maybe you had to turn everything off. Oh, by the way, that was the takedown of the week, man. That shit is sick. That dude is crazy. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. If you're just getting in here or if you've been in here for a minute, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. Just waiting on Chef Nick, who I just sent a link to, but I don't know if he got it yet. Not sure. I have to go check my waiting room. Let's check the waiting room. Nope, nobody in there. Nobody there. Oh, okay, got you. Signing up. Where you going? In the army? Where you going? In the army? So how's everybody doing out there today? How's everybody feeling? Is everybody okay out there today? Anybody got any questions? Any questions for anybody?
Hey, where are the white women at?
Hey, everywhere.
You want to get high?
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Okay. As I did in the beginning of the show, again, we opened up the show talking about Kyle Busch, tragic loss of him. Apparently, it was pneumonia, severe pneumonia that turned into sepsis, which is okay, crazy. That's insane. So, when you hear shit about people dying at 41, man.
This is fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, man, it sure is. It is. It's scary, is what it is. More than anything, it's scary. But anyway, went into the Yankee offense and stuff. Talked pitching. Well, we really didn't talk pitching, so maybe what we'll do is when Chef gets there, maybe we'll go through the lineup and then we'll talk some pitching. How's that sound? You don't like how that sounds? Really?
Are you nuts?
Absolutely. Oh, did we introduce everybody to? Oh, I'll wait on that one. I'll wait on that one. Oh yeah, we did talk about this. That Kyle Busch did beat R-Truth to win the WWE 24/7 Hardcore Championship on July 29th of 2019 on Monday Night Raw by pinfall. And Kyle gave one of his best quotes as Kyle only could. I don't just race, I win. Crazy. Just goes to show you how precious life is, man. Just goes to show you just how precious fucking life really is. Alrighty. Check the waiting room. I don't know what he signed up for. Maybe he's signing up for a credit card. But anyway, I got the Oh, it's so tough with just the laptop. I'm not and my monitor's not available. That sucks. By the way, thank you, Texas, for constantly using the hotline, providing some great entertainment. All right, that's set. That's set. Eh, I don't know what's going on with this. Let me see. Something going on today, man, because everything's acting just fucking sideways. All right, still waiting on Chef. Go check the waiting room. No one in the waiting room. I guess. Let me go double check the email, and I'll be right back. Hang in there. Get in the live chat. Just start chatting away. All right. Okay, we're coming in. If you're just getting in, man, smack the like, hit the sub, hit the follow, get in the live chat. Leave a leave a number, whatever. Angus, what's up, Angus? Angus in the house. How are you, Angus? Thanks for showing up, Bubba. Yeah, I just sent Chef Nick a link. I'm waiting for him to find his way here, I guess. I'm doing pretty good, Angus. How you been, my friend? You ready for World Cup? We're still doing that. It's getting close. Real close, ain't it? First game's coming up in June, right, Angus? Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's great. It's good to be seen. I'm glad you're doing good. I've been bouncing around, hiding in the shadows a little bit, but for the most part, I'm getting ready to get back into the swing of everything. Just getting excited to get back into the swing. So June 11th, first match. All right, we'll, I'll be in touch before that, man. I've gone through that book a bunch of times, man. Italy's got a great history. Italy has a bigger history in the World Cup than I really thought. Um, and thank you for that book, by the way. Really made me appreciate the World Cup even more. But yeah, the history with Italy and how many they could have had, man. Italy could be holding some other World Cups if situations were different. But yeah, the history was incredible, and it was good read, a lot of stats, everything I needed. So yeah, appreciate that. So June 11th, it looks like, guys, right here live, me and Angus calling World Cup soccer. Mostly, mostly Angus, especially with the guys' names that I'm not going to be able to say. But I could always give him my nicknames. Yeah, we all hide in the shadows. We all hide in the shadows. Billy Joel, The Stranger, one of my favorite songs by Billy Joel. Never let the stranger. You know the song I'm talking about. Because you are a rock and roll aficionado. You know you're Billy Joel too, I'm sure. The Stranger. That was one of my favorite albums. And then 52nd Street was a good one. Everything by Billy Joel was pretty good back then. Nice call out. Alrighty. So what else going on there, Angus? Everything else is cool? Weather must be getting boiling hot in the Midwest right now. I know it's starting to warm up out here in Sacramento, man. It is starting to get a little bit hot. Alrighty. I don't know what happened to Chef. We do this. One more shot here with the Sheffer. There we go. Boom. Alrighty. The weather is horrible. It has been cloudy and periodically raining. Oh yeah, Angus, without a doubt. Thank you. Not a problem. I'm glad to help you too, Victor. No, that was good to do. Because believe it or not, I'm pretty prepared for that situation. Oh my lord! Look who's here. Let me get this going. This is my first time bringing somebody in here. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see what we gotta do here. Hold on there, Chef. Look, this I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. All right, I approved it. What the hell's going on? What? I don't know why this ain't working. Hold on, man. This is crazy shit. This is supposed to. Uh huh. I don't know why it fucking won't allow me to turn your mic on or get you on camera. I hear you now. Oh, wait a minute. We got life. Oh, my lord. Look who it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Lord. You hear me,
Lady,
baby? You hear me?
I can. I hear you. I hear you. I hears you. Ladies and gentlemen, I
Me.
didn't get a chance, but there's Chef Nick. Brother.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. We got to fix this. Hold on one second. Let me try to fix this here.
Can you hear me all right?
I hear you perfectly fine, man. I'm just trying to get this background a little bit situated. No, not going to work. I'm trying to get our picture side by side right here.
On yours? Is that better?
Yeah, on my end, yeah. You see me clearly, bro?
I can see you clearly.
You hear me clearly, bro?
I hear you clearly. Clearly,
Oh,
I
my
hear
man.
you.
Good to see you as always. I love it. You ever see a grown man naked?
You ever been in a Turkish bath?
Oh, my brother. What's up, brother?
Have you ever been in a Turkish
Oh, Victor,
prison?
what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you as always, man.
Beautiful to see you. How are you, brother?
Yeah, just chilling, man.
I was breaking the Yankees down earlier. I don't know how much of it you caught, but I went through everybody's complaint situations, and I kind of put it out in black and white to them. Like, hey, everybody wants numbers, numbers, numbers. So here's some numbers to back up what I'm telling everybody. Relax, calm down. It's the Yankees, you know, and everybody's complaining about bullpen. They're talking about everything. I just broke it down to everybody with the numbers that everybody loves and showed that there's one issue with the Yankees and pretty much one issue only: hitting.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah, dude.
26th in the league. They're 26th in the league, Chef, with hits. Yet, let me bring up that stat. Let me see. Let me bring this one up because I think this shows a lot right here. Can you see that?
I see that right now. Yeah, let me try to bring this up full screen.
Well, basically, what it is, it's everything I just
see it.
said. Everything I just said in right there is in front of you. It's the pitching and catching. Throw it, catch it, right? Pitching is fourth in the major leagues. Fourth in whip. Tied for fourth in batting average against. Second in homers. The pointed out that we are now seventh in Ks per nine, and that's due to the absence of Max Fried, and even him being a little shaky before he went down. But right there, if you look closely, Nick, it's the pitching. What are we complaining about with pitching? We're fourth, tied for fourth, second, seventh. Really is not too bad as far as it goes when you going into talking about the pitching, but the hitting there. It's just that they're spreading these 7 hits throughout the game. They're just spreading it. Nothing's like putting 3-4 hits together. Nothing's there. What are your thoughts, man, coming in, like with everybody complaining, bullpen, bullpen, bullpen. Bullpen is good. We wouldn't have a team ERA at 3.3 and be fourth in the league in pitching because you know what? That does include our bullpen. Your thoughts?
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself and reintroduce myself. My name is Chef Nick, and I am here for you. My man right here, he is my main brother, my brother in claws. He is my adopted, my real brother, half brother, stepladder brother, no matter what you want to call it. Victor is my man. He is the best in the world. He does all good things, no matter what. So please support him, support us, because I'm going to be a major part on this channel. And today or tonight, wherever you're from, does not matter where you're from. New Zealand, Croatia, Lithuania, Vietnam, it does not matter. USA, we are here for you. There's no substitute for that, baby. Let me tell you something about Victor. Victor has been my main supporter for a long time, and I will show him the same support. And let me tell you something about this. This is a cigar, a Macanudo cigar, well-deserved on my end because I've been working my ass off. So, guys, good to see you as always. Always a pleasure, my treasure. You can drink whatever you want. I'm going to drink my Malbec wine because, again, I am decompressing. And, of course, whenever I'm with you, we're always decompressing, baby. Always, baby. So let's get to something serious. So yes, I right serious. I always talk about
beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a Dusty Rhodes type opening promo right here on the third floor.
Love it, baby.
Shoot it. Go, Nick.
Oh man, I love it. Always want to be myself. I always hate being a fake. look, guys, I don't want to shoot my shot. Well, of course, I'm on NY Yankee Mania. I always wanted to make it here live. And of course, I finally got the opportunity to do it right now. Victor was on. And you know what? I want to make this happen for Victor. Well deserved, Victor. You're always talent in every way. I love Victor. He's always supported us and especially me. Uncensored, unscripted, unsugarcoated, no matter what. No matter what, we're going to be here for you. And that's the most important thing, as always, too. Of course, I want to say Macanudo cigar, not the pot or the Wheaties, as you guys want to put it in the U.S. Does not matter what you smoke or drink, but what matters is you're having a good time and you are with us here. So grab your cigars, grab your 420 pot, marijuana, the Wheaties, whatever you want to do, your scotch, your brandy, whatever you want, chill out. Take your legs and kick it back up because we are going to make a great show out of this tonight, baby. As far as the Yankees, Victor, look, I had my piece on NY Yankee Mania. We went 2 full hours, but I'm going to say it right here again, too. It's like, I don't know, man. I think that in regards to the Yankees, I think that I have more faith in the starting rotation, more faith in the bullpen than the offense. And it's like I think Matt Blake and Preston Claiborne, who's the bullpen coach of the Yankees, I think they have more. I have more trust in them in regards to what's his face, James Ralston, who's the coach, and they also have assistant hitting coaches, not one but 2 assistant hitting coaches that's not doing the job. But let's see what happens. There's no game plan. There's no strategic type of thing that goes along with their repertoire. Been not even early in the season. It's not even mid-season. We're knees deep in, and people are like, some people again are almost like, all right, they. Then again, it's not panic mode. It's almost there's big concern mode. Big concern mode where it's like, all right, well, the Rays are in first place. The Yankees are in second place. Well, a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the Yankees were in first place. And people are like, don't worry about that. The Yankees are in first place. We have a great record. Different story now. 360, baby. 360 type of scenario right now. The Yankees are in second place, and people are still defending this, where it's like the Yankees are in second place, 8 games over, 500. People are okay with this. I just don't get it. It's like, it's not okay for me. It's not okay for me to be okay with this. I don't want any participation trophies. I want the Yankees to be number 1. And you, Victor, and everyone in the Victor Valente third floor podcast, I gotta get used to that, is well deserved of that as well. We all deserve the Yankees to be in first place and be dominant in their own way. If that's not the case, then I am unaccepted of their results right now. I don't want a wild card finish. Again, still early, but I don't want a wild card finish. I want a division first place finish, but I am not concerned with that right now. The main concern is fixing what they have with their team. What's going on right now? Their offense. Again, not concerned with the bullpen. Eventually, they're going to make their tweaks. I have more trust in that. But the offense is not doing well. It does not matter if Austin Wells, who's doing well for 1 game, that hit 1 home run, like, it does not matter. And due to Mother Nature, thank goodness we had an off day. Unscheduled, not even scheduled. Mother Nature, rain, snow, sleet, snow, I don't care. Hurricane, tornadoes, I don't care. Maybe this is a good thing on the Yankees' part, where the fact that maybe they needed a day off to fix their kinks. Maybe they want to be kinky with the other teams. That's fine. Your fetishes, I don't care what you have. But they need to get their shit together. They need to get their ish together. I can curse, right? Good. Just throwing it out there. I think they need to. Good. Fuck it. Yeah. I think they need to get their shit together and figure it out right now, because no one's going to feel sorry for us. No one, absolutely no one is going to pretty much be like, oh, poor Yankees. I really hope Big G is coming back. I really hope that Cole is going to be doing good or getting back on the right track. No, No, it's not. They're going to take advantage of us. The Blue Jays last season took advantage of us. They didn't care about us. They didn't really care about our concerns and worries. The Rays are not going to care about our concerns and worries. Fuck that, man. Us, look, again, and I brought up a great point, too. Of course, I want to focus on Victor's channel, but I always want to piggyback on other channels I'm on. Of course, Victor, if it's okay with you, I'll name my channel that I'm on. But yeah, NY Yankee Mania, of course. Look, I know, Victor, you're always on. I always want to have respect for you, my friend. But I just want to point out that the fact that nostalgia, we all have nostalgia. Very important. Nostalgia is a very important thing to have in our lives. Wrestling, football, NBA, I get it. Even baseball, too. I always make the same mistake, but it's a very healthy mistake. We always want to focus on nostalgia, whether it's the 70s from Thurman Munson, from the 80s or even 90s from the Dynasty, from Tino Martinez to Mariano Rivera, the Core Four. We're not going back to that. This is the thing we have to change. Right now, we can't focus on the past. We have to focus on right now. And this is where we're getting it wrong. A lot of people, they're sort of comparing whether it's Spencer Jones to Mickey Mantle, Honus Wagner. I don't know, the first person ever to create baseball or throw a baseball. I don't know. But I think that's unfair because it's a different time right now. So this is where we have to drop the history. History is good. History is good. We can never forget that. But right now, we have to put aside all stats. We have to put aside all things that pretty much the Yankees, they could have done. But now we have to focus on what the Yankees are going to do and what they can do. That's my intro, Victor. Take it away, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Beautiful. No, well, well spoken. Point
Yeah.
definitely taken on every end. Again, the beauty of it, remind you again, you're on the third floor. This is everything goes. This is free. You don't feel like you can't say anything. Plug away. Say Evan, say Jason, say Joe, Kent. It's all cool here. Third floor. We're here to relax and enjoy and like Chef I just let him go because that's the best way to let it go. When you're trying to make a point, you're trying to introduce yourself all at the same time. That's the man to go to. And as you can see right there. Now, I understand and his passion for the Yankees, don't question it. And he does know what he's talking about when it comes to the game of baseball. And from what I see and what I don't know, really, he's pretty good at basketball too. But I'm not into it. But his knowledge of basketball is extraordinary too. Again, Chef, when you were talking, and I know you say a lot of this is not acceptable and everything. Where do you go? I'm gonna speak from a player's point of view. Having played in high competitive levels, different levels of softball, being modified, windmill. I've been in bunt and stealing leagues in modified. I played arc. I played Sunday beer games, whatever. But I always played to win, and it's one of the main reasons. A lot of my friends try to talk me into, hey, we're going to do the co-eds. I never wanted to play with women or against women because I always felt that my competitiveness might hurt somebody. That's how much I love the game. And I wouldn't even take batting practice if they were around, to be completely honest. If they were, commingling with us before they went over to their field or whatever. But I always avoid it. And the reason I say that is because regardless, beer league, whatever league, major leagues, whatever, if you cross that foul line just to have fun, you're going to get hurt or you're going to hurt somebody or you're going to get killed. I never crossed that foul line without wanting to bite someone in the jugular to win this game, regardless. So you can imagine how it would come on a competitive level when we got to playoffs, when we got the championship. I'm glad to say in 26 years of playing on a high competitive and 8 on a very, very high competitive level, In those solid 8 years, we were able to walk away with 5 championships. And honestly, none of them were easy. The game of baseball, what a lot of people forget, and I'm not just saying this because you sit back, you watch the game, whatever. I get that. But when you start watching this game and you're a player, and all of a sudden you see something that reminds you, you know, of something, a slump, and they're talking about Judge right now hasn't hit a homer in 11 games, 12 games. This is the first for his career, and
Yeah.
everybody's like going out of their mind. I'm like, what are you talking about? We haven't talked about that since the guy started playing. Now all of a sudden he has a streak of 12 games, and everybody's like, wow, oh my God, stop. So much of what Jazz went through, what Grisham went through, what Judge is going through, what Ryan McMahon is working out of, what Austin Wells is in, is what we call a complete total between the ear slump. It's here. It's nothing else. If it's mechanics, come on. Boone and Bat, they know what to tell. Look, put your hand here. They can't say in between, adjust this, adjust that. You can only do it yourself. And it's so hard because once you start pressing, it's over, man. It's over. And that stretch, when you start
Yeah.
pressing, that will lead into 2 games, 4 games. Next thing you know, you're at 7 games. Daniel Snyder is one hell of a ball player for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's sitting at
He is.
4-52 right now. When he left Yankee Stadium, he was at 4-52. High quality ball player. Not comparing him to Judge, but I'm just saying. Look what he did to us last year. He wasn't in no between the ear slump last year, right? This happens.
Yep.
Grisham's coming out of it. I could see Grisham coming out of it. He's getting on base. He did his job the other night. He was on 3 times, set the table for Judge 3 times. He's 3 for 3. Look back, Judge 0 for 3. Okay, Grisham did his job there. You don't hear anybody, he's doing his job. I did earlier in the show, man. I broke down Judge and
Yeah.
Grisham, just how close they are in their numbers. People are like, what? What do you mean? There's nothing separating these guys but a few numbers, man. The biggest number is the batting average, but whatever. That goes back to plate appearances and at bats and stuff. But walks, Judge has only got 8 more walks than Grisham. He's got 3 more RBIs than Grisham. You know what I'm saying? Grisham's got 1 more double than him and a triple. 10 home runs more. You're like, well, 10 home runs. No, Judge should be right now maybe 15, 16 ahead of Grisham right now at this point. Wouldn't you say? He shouldn't be stuck at 16.
Yeah.
He should be up around 20, maybe 22 right now. And then you look at that gap of 6 homers to 22. Oh, that's pretty big. 16 to 6. You're like, Grisham known to hit 3 homers in a game. Did what, twice last year, I believe? But to come out of that funk between your ears has to be the player. And usually what happened with me was probably the greatest mentor I had in the game was a guy named Bobby Vincent, who was my guru of this kid. He was lights out as an athlete, man. Anything. Ping pong, golf, basketball, football, baseball, anything you put in this guy's hand, he could do, including ice skate. He was my batting guru. He was my man. He was my mental health during game. He would keep me in a game sometimes just to stay focused. And he'd come up to me and he'd say, "You're in a between the ear slump, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Well, what's bothering you? Is it in the batter's box or outside the batter's box?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "No, where are you at? Are you in the batter's box or are you out of the batter's box?" And I was like, I was having some issues with my old lady at the time when I was married back in the day. He's like, the same tenacity you take over the foul line when you take your glove on the field, take it up there with the bat. Don't go deep into it. Just concentrate on the ball and the bat. Put the bat on the ball and do your thing. My next at bat, I think I went on a 12 for 12, started a 12 for 12 streak. I couldn't get out if I wanted to. I was hitting the ball solid line, inside, I always hit the other way. Basically, when I got up, it was like having Jeter up. Everything's going to right field, man. You know, I had the early shift. I had third baseman playing shortstop and three guys on second base side playing softball back in the 80s. That's how much they knew I was going the other way. I wouldn't pull a ball no matter what. But usually what my point is there, what it usually takes is somebody to get into your ear. I don't know who got into Jazz's ear, and I don't know who got into Grisham's ear. It was probably the two of them getting to each other's ear, and Jazz stealing Stanton's
Okay.
pen and Calabaro's and Cabby's bat, and there you go, out of Slump City, right? Since he put Stanton's pants on and he has Cab's bat, he is something like 14 for 30 or I'm pretty close to that, 14 for 32 or something. They're keeping a stat
Okay.
now since he put Stanton's pants on. It's shit like that that gets you out of that, and no one really even incorporates that. So what I'm trying to tell you is there's a player's point of view of this, and it's not easy coming out of a slump, man. It's not. I wish Ken was here to explain the pitcher's end of it, you know, because does a pitcher go into a slump or does he just lose mechanics or does he? We hear it all the time is control, control, right? Is that the first thing we hear when a pitcher's going a little south? Control, control.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
the Freed start before the Brewers game where he got in a little bit of trouble early on, I said, there's something wrong with Freed. There's something wrong with him. Something just ain't right. And then the Brewers game, you seen it in the very beginning. And I think Boone pushing him almost led us to a Max Friedless season because we came real
Yeah.
close. And I'm thinking, if you knew something the week before, I mean, his start before, why push him in this start if you even have an inkling that there might be something wrong with his elbow? I think he was complaining about his elbow the game before. What? I'm not pushing him. What are you nuts? But he almost, you see what I mean about Boone? He almost pushed him too far to the point of, we got no Max Fried now. All right, we got plenty to bring on. I'm not saying, you know, we can replace him. Thank God this year. I'm not saying you're replacing Max Fried on that level, but you got somebody that could step up and do a pretty solid job for you. It's not like it's the end of the world, but
Yeah.
do you see what I'm saying as far as that is with Boone with Fried? Maybe pushing them too far in that Brewers game. We were done. We were done. Brewers, man. Brewers are, man. Brewers are going to be an issue this year.
Yeah, dude. Like I look, I get it. Like I love it. I love that take. I really do. I want to dive into that a little more because I think this is really important. Also, I want to say, guys, everyone on Victor's channel, that he was a part of a beautiful channel with the mental health show. Did a great job. Absolutely, uh, it was a remarkable show on NY Yankee Mania. Of course, was it simulcasted on your show too, Victor? Or no,
Nah, exclusive.
the
Exclusively
no, it wasn't.
for Joe and company. Yeah, that show is directly
All
for you
right,
guys.
I think. All right, so I think for next time, there's definitely gonna be a part two. I think it should be simulcasted on third floor podcast as well too. So, but nonetheless, great show. I want to, phenomenal show. But I just want to break that down to what you said in regards to that. So then, Victor, let me pick your brain, man. Let me because I want to learn too. Like just getting out of a slump. Like what is the mental, like just the mental focus, like the mental steps to get out of a slump? Like what's the first step? First step to like pretty much the last step to get out of that, where they can get back on track. So
Bat on ball. Bat on ball. Bobby
okay,
Vincent would say to me, he'd say, "Get in the batter's box. I don't want you hitting the ball past the pitcher. I
okay,
don't want the ball to reach first base. I want you to touch the ball with the bat. Wherever the ball comes in, whether the guy throws it high, I want you to take the bat and put bat on ball." And after about 10,
okay,
15 pitches, I came back off and he'd say, "Next time, man, let loose." And is boom, 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 boom. And then I'm like, set. I would take no more than 5 swings I just take 5 swings in the batter's box. Didn't care what happened with the ball. just bat on ball. I wasn't oh man, I put that one near. I didn't care. It was just, he's like, batting practice is what? I said, batting practice. He said, exactly. Just swing. Who cares? So to answer your question, that bat on ball, it's like a elementary timing system to an extent, but it's also eye hand contact. It's also muscle reaction. It's just, oh, I just got to touch that. I just got to touch that. And then all your muscles will work and your brains work and your eyes are where they're supposed to be. Bat on ball, ball on bat. So to answer your question, yeah, that was that was how I would break out. But he would have to tell me every fucking time. He'd be like, "Didn't we just fucking talk about this fucking 3 weeks ago when you were fucking?" I'm like, "I guess I need the reminder." He's like, "Or you just like it." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, whatever." But that, to answer your question, that it basic, simple, fundamental baseball, bat on ball.
So like let's just say, Victor, like going with Austin Wells with the home run yesterday. Obviously today not a it was an unplanned, unscheduled day off due to Mother Nature in New York. Obviously, where we're at different time zones from where we are right now. Interesting how the world works, but or science works. But how do you, like, with Austin Wells? Let's just say, all right, so he went 1 for 3 with a home run. Obviously, a lot of people, including myself, are saying, look, he's not doing well. He's not even hitting. But let's just say for tomorrow, let's just say if the game is on, what advice would you give to Austin Wells to repeat his performance? One game. He's not even on a first game hitting streak, first game home run streak, whatever. But like, to repeat what he's done, let's just say, what advice would you give him to go forward to just pretty much get that confidence going, to pretty much silence like everyone that's been like, all right, you're not doing well, he has to be sent down, that sort of thing. So
Well, first of all, I wouldn't know how to approach a catcher and tell him, especially if he's in, like I said, a between the ears slump. I wouldn't know how to approach basically anybody else on the field but a catcher. But if I guess I would just go to him as a teammate and say, "Yo, man, again, you pretty much know as teammates and stuff if a guy's going through something that we don't know about in the clubhouse. It could be, you know what I mean? There's all kinds of things. There's family illnesses. There's sudden deaths. There's can't find my fucking dog. We don't know. We just don't know what kind of day the guy had. You know what I'm saying? But I would basically approach him as a teammate and say, "Look, man, is everything cool? How about we do some coffee, or you ready for a late night dinner tonight before we go to the airport? Or hey, sit next to me tonight on the plane, man. I got this fucking bag or this book I was checking out." I think you kind of distract him away from the game, because I think the catcher is, like I said, it's hard to approach a catcher because he's catching. He's got defense. He's got balls and he's got pitches to call. He's got a pitcher he's got to keep in the game and in control. He's got to be. There's a lot going on for a catcher in a game, man. There's so much. Plus, he has to go up there and hit and try to help his team out from that end. I just think Austin Wells is caught up in so much pressure of just Boone being like, "You're the guy, you're 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 the guy," and then we'll throw JC in there, and then meanwhile we're going, "Yeah, okay, throw him in there," but when his relief comes in, let it be a guy who swings from the other side, so you could do it more often. Right now, I think Austin Wells is not only going through a between the ears mental break, but I think he's going through a between the ears breakdown.
okay.
Because I'm starting to see not his defense slump by any way, but to me, and I'm gonna be honest, I love Austin Wells. Austin Wells, I've been defending him since last year, man. I'm starting to see a little bit of lack of interest behind the plate, and that's starting. Yeah, it's his at bats are now dripping into the glove. His bats are dripping. Those at bats are starting to take the effect of his defensive play mentally behind the plate, because there's so much on him about, I gotta get fucking hitting. If that home run he hit last night, Nick, if that was a game winner, a go ahead, man, it would have meant more than you think about coming out of a slump than just hitting a home run. You're gonna hit a home run. You come out of fuck yeah, 1-0. All right, we should be good. And then you lose the game and you're like, fuck, fucking home run meant fucking nothing. The RBI meant nothing. The hit it meant nothing. We lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that even hurt. So thank God for today with Mother Nature's day off. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, but to answer your question, that's how I would approach Austin Wells now. More as a teammate than a teammate. But not coming at you because of your game, because there's something wrong with your game. Coming at you because I think something's with you that's affecting your game. I don't know if anybody spotted that, but I've seen that behind the plate with him. It's like almost a laziness behind it. And you're always told as a player, if you make an error on the field, leave it there. Don't take it into that batter's box because you are doomed. You might as well go up there with no bat. You might as well just go up there with no fucking bat because you are done. The second you take that error to that, and I've been there, man. And you say, well, it's easy. It's easy to leave that on the field because when you cross that line and you look up and your guys are there, come on, man, don't high five, bam, pats on the ass, do that. That leaves that on the field. That leaves it on the field, especially when it gives up a run. How big was the run? I mean, if you're up 8-1 and I had an error, I drop a ball first. I'm fucking stat, But if it's 8-8 and I drop a ball at first and the guy happens to score on that and that's the walk off, don't even.
Yeah.
Don't just leave me fucking alone until I get to the fucking parking lot. Seriously. I cleared benches, bro, where my teammates were. I was heading to the dugout, and I swear to God, when I got to the dugout, there was one guy left in the fucking dugout, and he was looking around for his fucking cigarettes, and he just bolted me when I came in. I swear to God, when I came in the other end of the dugout, he was like looking for his cigarettes, seeing me, and just left. When I got to the parking lot, I had his cigarettes, another guy's fucking cleats, 2 bats, 3 balls. I had my bag was fucking packed. I was more pissed that I was carrying her shit than I was when I came in the dugout. As soon as I got, past the gates and hit the parking lot, looked at the guy sitting in the lounge chairs drinking the beers, and I'm walking over there. All of a sudden, it was just fucking hilarity, breakout laughing. I'm like, guys, what the fuck? Guys, they're like, we weren't fucking, no, man. We want nothing to do with you. Fuck no, man. You made the last out, man. Fuck. If I made the last out or I was on base when somebody made like a pop up, and I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck, you swinging out. But now, that's how I was, and everybody loved me who played with me, man. But there was times I come walking off the field, it was like, wow, get to the fucking parking lot, you won't hurt you. It's like I'm not hurting anybody. But no, I got thrown out of a game one time, man. I'll tell you this story real quick. I got thrown out of a game. I was on this umpire. It was one of the rare times we played in the league where we actually had two umpires. You had one behind the plate, and you had a guy that just floated in the infield because we had bunting and stealing. And I was at first. Now, the thing was, you couldn't leave first until the ball was pitched. In other words, when the ball leaves his hand. It's, you're kind of, in that gray little area. But pretty much once the guy's committed down here, the ball's going to home plate. So as my pitcher went back, the fucking guy at first took his foot off first and just kind of like was sneaking it, and like sliding his foot. And then as the pitch, he took off. And I'm like, fucker. And the ball went down to second and it hit him. It came up off the shortstop and it was like, safe. And I'm like, safe? You've seen him jump. You were right fucking there behind me. Because at that time, he's watching him. I'm at first. The umpire's like behind me, like that. How a first base umpire would play deep, so he's got the view that way.
Yeah.
Because he also has to keep an eye on second, so he's like in a diamond thing, triangle thing. So anyway, he calls him safe, and I'm like, dude, you were standing right behind me. You saw him fucking jump. You saw him. He didn't jump. I was like, he slid off first. He slid his foot off first. Whatever you want to call it. He wasn't on the bag. And he said, let me call the game and you guys make the mistakes. And I went, mistake? the only mistake around here, motherfucker, is you. And he went, you're out of here. And I went, out of here? Fuck you double? Fuck you 3 times? Fuck your dog? Fuck your cat? I hope your fucking car fucking explodes. And I'm just
Nice.
like, just get him out of here. So I was in the dugout, and he's like, get him out of the dugout. So I started towards the parking lot. And I'm still, like you hear, ball, motherfucking cock fucking sucker. Strike one. You motherfucking. Every time after the home plate umpire said something, I all the way to the parking lot. And man, fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, I love playing.
Did he at least appreciate your honesty? I don't know. Did he?
Dude, you want to hear the punchline to the fucking whole thing?
Sure, why not? Let's go. I'm ready.
After the game, me and him wound up having a beer and smoking a joint.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Swear to God, man. Yeah, swear to God. Swear to God. He came over.
Wow.
He was like, he goes, you were fucking mad. I'm like, mad? I said, mad? No,
that's
mad.
Great.
Mad ain't the word, bro. I was, no, mad? No. I've been mad. If I was mad,
awesome.
I'd still be in the game. You would never throw me out.
No, that's wild, man.
Yeah, but on a competitive level, it happens, man. It happens, But like we were saying, even as a team, we when I played for the Downs brothers, we had the Walling brothers playing for us at that time. They had just retired. You know who the Walling brothers are? They played Major League. Denning and Greg Walling, Houston Astros. I think Walling played. The Wallings played for.
Wait, was there Walling on the Yankees?
Yeah, his brothers. There was a Denny Walling and a Greg Walling. Monster.
Denny.
Yeah.
Denny was on the Yankees.
Yeah, I played softball with him.
All right, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, after he retired from baseball, he was playing softball, and he knew the guy who ran the team, Dave Downs, because Dave Downs had an auto body. Okay. His brother, they took care of, but they went to high school or whatever because the Walling brothers are from right there. And that was That was the first year I went on Downs Brothers. They're like, yeah, Denny Walling's going to go to DH, so you could play first. And I'm like, what? Who? Guys like Denny Walling. I'm like, the only Denny Walling I know is Houston Astros, blah blah blah. And you're like, yeah. He said he'll play DH. He'll be more than happy just to sit around and hit the ball. You could play first. And I'm like, all right. Wow. So I'm replacing a fucking major. I'm 5'6", 155 at the time, maybe 160, and I'm replacing Denny Walling at first base on the softball team. Okay. And then they tell us, oh yeah, and his brother's playing behind you in right field. I'm like, oh, this is great. Got one on the bench. I'm at first. Brothers behind. It was a blast. They played with us for 2 years, and then they did their thing. But that was a pleasure to play with, like, on that level.
That's cool. Yeah.
Not too many people could say that their career started in modified softball by replacing Denny Walling at first base for that team. Kind of that Lou Gehrig moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, I love that.
But anyway, have we talked? I wanted to show you this. I think you might enjoy it.
I just got to grab my lighter. I got to relight my cigar. I'll be right back. 1 second. 1 second.
All right, I'll pack a bowl. Everybody at home who's watching, please, this is the time where you would pack a bowl. Think of it as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood when it's time to feed the fish. Instead of putting food in the fish bowl, we're going to put weed into the bowl. So all you kids at home, and you know where Mommy and Daddy's stash is, now's the time to go grab Mommy and Daddy's stash and smoke a bowl while we wait for Chef Nick to get a lighter to smoke his cigar. That's for you at home. Thank you for... That's how you got high on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood back in the day. Angus, my whole baseball career lasted my 5th grade year. I could not hit the ball worth a damn because my eyes were shit. Hitting the ball was a huge struggle. I ended up overthinking that entire year. I remember the name Denny Wallen. Yeah, I played with him. That's awesome, Angus. See? did the I think the other brother played with St. Louis, right? One was Yankees. Yankees Astros. Yep, 420 moment, Angus. That's right, a 420 moment. But Angus, actually, that's a great point there, Angus. I don't know if you if you intended it. Excuse me. Whoa, man, good shit today, boy. Um, Angus said about overthinking because he said when his baseball career lasted until about 5th grade because he couldn't hit, his eyes are bad and stuff. But he says I
Okay.
wound up overthinking. That that's that's a detrimental thing too in the middle of a slump, especially if you don't have somebody helping you. Start overthinking shit.
That's true. Yeah.
That'll get you in the danger zone. I think Sean's in here. I'm a little late on the. Michael Elridge just joined us. I don't have the live chat up because if I do, it's going to be on Nick's face, and I don't want that. So Angus pointing out the 420 moment. I don't know if you heard it, Nick. While you were gone, I was doing a Mr. Rogers How to Get High moment.
Nice. That's hot.
So, Nick, let's have a
Yeah.
little fun here. Let's have a
Let's
little
do it,
fun.
baby. Let's go.
We're gonna start off with the guy that seems to be the controversial guy between me and you, and I don't even know how this happened.
Let's do it.
But I think it happened because subconsciously, I think you heard it here first. I think you're gonna like this. So let me know if you could see this. All right, ready, everybody? Let's see. Let's have some fun. Oh, well, we'll start there. We'll do it in order. I'll save the other guy surprise. But right now, here,
Wow.
what do you think? What do you think of this name here, man? Austin 420 just threw your ass out, Wells. What
I
do you
like
think of
that.
You like that one?
Badass, man. Yeah.
All right.
I
Let's see if
love
I can
that.
stay high. Yeah. So there's your question with Austin Wells. Maybe he just needs a little 420. You see, I got him smoking a joint. That's what I would tell him as a teammate. You asked me before, what would I tell Austin Wells? Well, I lied. This is what I would tell Austin. Here, smoke this fucking thing. Go up there and fucking have fun. All right. How about
Wait,
Ryan? Huh?
Victor, I'm sorry. Well, 1 second. Did you made this, right? Did you make
Yeah,
this?
I made all
That's
these.
fucking wild, bro. Yeah, I love that Austin Wells, like the mullet that's like going on, and he's smoking like a 420 cigar, whatever you want to call it, 420, whatever you want to call it. That's badass. I love that, man. Yeah.
Cool. Austin 420 just threw your ass out, Wells. The next guy up is Ryan Balls like Vince McMahon.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that too. Okay.
Like that one? Let's
I
see
love that.
see if I keep it going. Jose called me a caballero.
Call me a caballero.
We okay
I like
with that
that.
one too?
I'm good with that, man.
Now, the next one I know what it is, so I'm going to skip it and save it because it's insane. But let's go to this guy. How about Paul Minor 49er Goldschmidt? Are we good so
I get
far?
that. I get it. I love it.
Now, of course, this one was just basically the captain, all rise. I mean, what else you going to say about Judge, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There's no other nickname. Let's just roll with that one. So I thought I queued it up like a nice baseball card there for him. But anyway.
Okay, I like that.
Let's check out the next guy. How about Ben all over you like white on rice?
Oof, I like that too, man.
All right.
I like that. I like when you mention food. It turns me on. Yeah.
There you go, buddy. That's why I said
Yeah.
rice the way I did. And if you could see really closely there, his name is spelled in rice. Just a little added.
I see that too.
my creativity. All right, who's up
Woo!
next? Oh, Cody Belly Full of Wine Bellinger.
Oh, this is great, man.
Don't worry about him. He just had too much wine. Remember in Godfather 2?
Yeah.
That's the inspiration behind Cody Belly Full of Wine Bellinger. All right, let's see who's next. I think you're gonna like this one. Trent, 1970s porno mustache wearing grip.
Hey! Love it. Oh my God, that's awesome. I love it.
Look, I want to explain something real quick before you really get into this thing here. You don't know how hard it was to convince AI to give him a porno mustache. I was having an argument with AI over the word porno mustache. But there you go. Trent, 1970s porno mustache wearing Grisham. What do you think of that one, Nick?
Oh, that is awesome. I can't believe you had an argument with AI over that. Like, AI should be just like giving you like a naked woman with a 70s porn mustache. I don't understand how they just gave you like some like pushback over that. That's amazing. I love that. That's almost like Thurman Munson, except like Thurman Munson and Trent Grisham had a baby, and they had a baby called Trent Grisham. There you go. Perfect. I love it.
Mr. and Mrs. Grisham. Well,
Mrs. Grisham.
I'll tell you like this, Nick. If you think I can't outdo myself on that one,
oh Lord, that's awesome.
Who's missing?
I want to hear this and see this.
Jazz is missing, right?
Oh no, I'm afraid.
Jazz bonging edible eating Jr. How about that? Chaz with his dreads doing a bong hit with an edible. That's the Yankee lineup.
Oh, this is great. Oh my God. You know what Jazz looks like, Victor? Do you remember who's that guy that had I think his name was Mitch Blood Green that had a challenge with Mike Tyson?
Oh my God. Yeah. Before the fight.
God, this is great. I love this, man. Oh, this is great. Oh. Woo! Oh man, I'm having a good time right now.
I saved the two best for last.
Oh, that was great. Oh, I love
it. I'll give you a peek behind the scenes, because I know you're laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I'll give you a peek behind the scenes. I've come up with I come up with a couple of AIs for a couple of. I'll just show you. Let me know what you think. You ready?
Yeah.
There's a ball in the dirt.
Okay, I like that. Okay. Look at the bruised eye. It's almost like domestic violence on the ball. I love it.
Exactly. There's a Batman strike.
Okay, I like that. Oh my God. Oh, here we go.
And of course. And then we got.
There you go.
And then we got. Hey,
I like that.
What? You know what? You hear this all the time. Ball high.
I love that. Oh my God.
And how about this one? Lazy fly ball.
Oh man, that's great.
1, 2, double play. And if you don't think I can outdo myself with the lazy fly ball or the ball high, how about another one of our favorites? You hear this all game, 50, 60 times a game. You'll hear this one. Foul ball. Fuck, shit, son of a bitch, asshole.
Yeah, you hear this all the time from NBC or CBS or the Yes Network. This is good. This is awesome.
And just to top it off,
that's great, man.
There was one Yankee missing, man. One very important Yankee. Our manager.
Oh dear.
Are you ready?
Oh no. Oh no, I don't think I am. Okay, here we go. It's Baboon blowing bubbles.
He's even got his name tag, so he knows he's the manager.
Oh my God.
So Nick, how do you like that? That's what I got planned for the new rollout. As the game progresses, I'll throw them in there every now and then.
Very professional.
Hey, you gotta admit, it's better than ESPN's nicknames.
I love it, man. I love it. Stick to it. I love it. It's great. God. Wow. Like, can I ask you, like, how long did it take you to make that? That looks like it's like a year's worth of like artist work, man. Like, how did it take a long time to do that?
Seriously, now that I learned how the AI language, in other words, how to talk to it and prompt it to do stuff, these are done basically one take, and then I tweak. I'll tweak a little bit here. I'll be like, do this, do that. You know,
Man, that's insane.
You know, like when I did this one. When I did this one, I just couldn't stop laughing because of the ball's face. Yeah, it was just one of those moments, but I mean, it's just clever shit.
Yeah, dude. Of course it is. Like,
It's
like.
See, I like the Jack strain. Anything with a Jack Jack her in it, I'll do it. And when I do the Jack, to be honest with you, I'm so fucking creative, man. I can't stop myself.
Yeah.
And I got an insane live. Well, everything you've seen here tonight that I put up on the screen, I created. I absolutely created. Put all this, all this stuff in for it, for how it to happen.
Good for you, Victor, man. That's awesome, Merrill. That's amazing. I love it.
I'm not sure if you were here for this one, but I did bring this up. Were you here? I'm not sure, but when we were talking about the Yankees' problem with the hitting, this was the one that really showed it because you look at the batting average there, Nick. They're 233, which is tied for 22nd in the league.
Yep, see
But
that.
let's be honest. We're first in homers. We're third in OPS. We're third in slugging, and we're eighth in on base. So guys are on base without hitting. You understand what I'm saying? Something's going on here. The hitting is just so sprayed like a sprinkler on a lawn. You remember the old ones that used to hit the dirt? That's what the way they're hitting. Nothing's landing. I mean, Grisham in the beginning, I'm sure he still does. I'm not sure if you heard this stat or not, but Trent Grisham leads the major leagues in outs of, I think it's an exit velocity of over 97 something. So he leads the majors in outs with a ball hit over 97 miles an hour. Do you know how hard that is to do? I mean, it's hard enough to hit the baseball, but to actually hit the ball on the screws right at somebody, like basically almost every fucking time. That's frustrating. That's frustrating too when you're coming out of a streak, when you're hitting the ball on the screws, and then you always hear this. And I used to it'd be like, it'll come, and I'm like, yeah, me too. When I get the fuck out of here and get home, it'll fucking come.
Yeah.
But I need it to come now. And they're like, you're just fucking sick beyond belief. I'm like, good. Remember that.
Yeah,
but
dude.
But no, I mean, yeah, your frustration level is. These guys, let me tell you something. These guys keep it pretty much together. They show their frustration and shit, but let me tell you something. A lot of them guys, you can't imagine what's going through his head when they're walking back to the dugout, especially after a big strikeout or a weak pop up or just missing. Remember, who hit the ball the other night? Ryan McMahon. I'm like, that's gone.
Oh yeah,
off the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus. Then he hits one the other night. I'm like, that's gone. Oh, off the wall. So he's missed 2 homers by not even a foot if you put both of them together. He'll come around. What is your? Let's start. Let me ask you a question. All right, let's go there. What are your thoughts, seriously, when you look at Ryan McMahon right now? And again, his third, fourth talk. It's okay. Push back or whatever. Right? It's cool. That's what we're here for. Thoughts on Ryan McMahon? Your thoughts on Ryan McMahon?
Well, with my Ryan McMahon, I think that he's absolutely great on defense. Very good on defense. Offense, it's almost like I always look. I don't expect him to get like 500-foot home runs. I don't. As long as he makes contact with the bat, and like you said, Victor, too. Of course, like he gets his spots with hitting, and I appreciate that. That's an added bonus, but when the Yankees got Ryan McMahon, it was it's almost expected where it's like, all right, he's good on defense, and now they're not getting him for the extra point on offense. But it is an added bonus with that. So this is where I'm not expecting him to pretty much hit 20 plus home runs per season or even 30. But if he gets that hit, if he gets that fundamental hit with runners in scoring position, I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. Of course, this is why he's in the bottom of the lineup. Of course, not insulting the guy, but I really think that with Ryan McMahon, I think that he is starting to get his ish or shit together, where he can pretty much make a push with the his type of offense, and I'm glad. I really am. I don't care if it's a snail's pace. I don't care if it's a slow pace, but I really think that he is eventually going to do that. Look, us Yankee fans, including myself, always impatient. We want to win right now. I get it. But with you can't really tell a Yankee fan to be like, look, guys, just like be patient. Let's see what happens. I try to say this all the time just to pretty much calm everyone down, but it doesn't work like that in New York. It's always fast paced, and people want to win now. Look what's happening with the Knicks, man. People are already like they're cheering for the Knicks, but they want the Knicks to win right now in the just like the championship. But we don't even know who we're going to play. People are like, "Oh, we're going to play the Thunder." Well, we have to beat the Cavs first, and the Thunder needs to beat pretty much the opposing team in order to make it to the championship. So people, I get it though. I get it. We just want everyone to win now, do better now, and that's it. And I'm the same way. I'm like, I just want the Yankees to pretty much do good in every category, but it's unrealistic. So going with Ryan McMahon and the bottom of the lineup, it fits him well. And again, it's not any insult to Ryan McMahon. It's just the way it fits into the bottom of the lineup. And look, regardless if he has lazy swings in the infield or like he just can't get the ball into play, but if he gets his occasional home runs, his occasional doubles, or even his occasional or consistent RBIs to get the runners, and I'm good with that. I am not expecting Ryan McMahon to be an Aaron Judge or in the top of the lineup. So I'll take it. Look, as long as he's good on defense, I'm fine with that. Of course, this is why we got him. But anything added, a bonus with offense, I'm good with anything Ryan McMahon can provide. But eventually, you know how I roll too. I always have to, be sarcastic if he, doesn't have a good game. I have to do my analysis on that. But realistically, Ryan McMahon, I do have faith that he can be a better offensive type of player. And I'm always going to root for him. I'm not going to be like, I hope and pray that he's going to do bad in every category. I would never wish that against the Yankees or any players. I want them to do better every time, day in and day out. So.
All right, okay. I thought I was going to have to push back on a couple of things when you were going down that McMahon thing,
Okay.
but I don't have to. There's no pushback, but maybe I can add this into
Sure.
maybe to piggyback off right where you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at McMahon, I think I see again something other people ain't paying attention to, but McMahon, okay, he strikes out a lot, whatever. I get it, but
Yeah.
I'm up there at 1, 2, 3. That's very minimal. This guy
Okay.
takes and sees and works a pitcher pretty damn good. So that makes
True.
me say, well, if he can work a pitcher like that, then it's not his eye that he's striking out all the time. It has to be something else, which leads me to hand movement, maybe a hip, maybe a back leg.
Okay.
So maybe it's a mechanical thing with him, and readjusting sometimes to overcome that. That could be a real hard trek, and especially the only practice you get is during game time, so the pressure's even added on. You know what I mean? You work on it all day in batting practice, game time, it's forget that. But he takes a lot of at bats. I mean, in his at bats, he takes lots of pitches. Matter of fact, I was in the chat. You and Evan were calling a game. It was late in the
Mm-hmm.
game, and it was like I said, Ryan McMahon's going to win this game. Ryan McMahon made a defensive play later that inning, came up and had a big hit, and then later a big walk that led to the Yankees winning the game. I counted those two at bats after I said that. How many pitches you think he's seen in those two at bats?
Ooh, good question.
Those two at bats where he drew the walk.
Oh, two
He
at
got
bats.
a hit. I think it was a double, and the other was
Yeah.
a walk. So
yes. Two bats combined, or
yeah,
just
the two bats combined. How many pitches did he see?
30?
You're close.
Okay.
21.
40?
21.
What was it?
21.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And he had more pitches on the walk than he did when he got the hit. Figure it out.
Wow.
He just kept fouling balls off. So the contact's there, fouling balls off, foul the ball off, and then boom, took the pitch that he normally would strike out on because he's seen it enough times to say, hey, I've been reaching down for this like the past 3 freaking times I swung on it. I ain't swinging.
Yeah.
You make
I
that
like
up in your mind. That's already made up. So if you see that ball coming up low, your mind's already blocked. I take the hit, or I take the walk, or I'm struck out. What the fuck? And he wound up walking. So I think in that at bat, actually, he saw, I think it was 13 or 14 pitches in that walk. And then when he got the hit, he saw 7.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow.
But my point is, that's two at bats separated by only I think a 1 1/3 inning from when the time he drew the first 7 pitches, and then his next at bat, which there was only an inning separating that, and he was coming up second in the next inning, and then saw 14 pitches right off the bat from the guy who's coming in relief, right? Who already threw, I think, 4 or 5 pitches before that to the leadoff guy, and then McMahon came up. So now your relief guy, he's throwing 22 pitches, and he's only seen 2 batters. And he's got to face another guy because of the minimum 3 rule. So sometimes down there and having that guy who everybody's like, he's just an automatic out down there. That guy's down there. He's taking pitches. He's taking pitches away from the starter. He's taking pitches or adding pitches on to a reliever. And I think Ryan McMahon could do that very well. So that being said, I think his strikeouts come from probably overswinging for the moment, maybe just a little of a mechanical thing. But I'm going to live with it. He gives me 220, 230. I'll live with McMahon. I'll live with McMahon in that era. It's cool because the rest of the line will pick up. Jazz is starting to steam up. Chisholm will steam up. Bellinger's insane. Let's talk about him for a second.
Sure.
Is there anything this kid can't do? He runs the bases like he wrote the book. He's running down fly balls that I'm telling you, I think that honestly Ricky Henderson would have problems catching up to sometimes when I look at where he started and where he ends. Bellinger, it's just unbelievable from spot to catch. Hitting the opposite way, driving the ball, being able to take a ball. What was that? That wasn't even a foot off the ground the other night when he got that double, right? Pushed it the other way, like just served it out there.
Mm-hmm.
What? Tell me, what do you think, Bellinger, man?
I love Bellinger. I think that this whole off season was just pretty much like push the shove, where it's like we're like playing this Bellinger is like our princess is like just playing Super Mario Brothers, man. It's almost like, look, the princess is in another castle. Please come back next time. This is where I wanted Bellinger on the team, like just first go, like to just assign him, but like just all this drama that's been happening. I'm glad we got him. Whatever the contract terms was with opt-outs, I don't care about that. I care about what's happening right now. I love Bellinger. I love what he's doing right now. This guy can do it all. Victor also just pointing out too, it's like a lot of people, they don't look at what's going on from the inside in. They always like to look at what's going from the outside. And just like pretty much judging it as a whole. You have to, even when you're doing play-by-plays, you have to always look like you always have to look at pitch by pitch, inning by inning, at bat by at bat, and just analyzing that too. Look, even you brought up the thing with McMahon as well too. It's like there, yeah, when he hit the there was one, yeah, when me and Evan were calling that on Mania, it was McMahon hit like a double. It looked like a pop up, but it was a high line drive pop up that split the outfielders in half, and he got a double. I was very happy with that. I was very happy with that, especially I think it was like the sixth or seventh inning. But
I'm
going
pretty
back,
sure that
it's like
was to left center. I think he drove that to left center, right? Because
was it
that's where
left
his big.
center?
I think so, because that's where his power is
Okay,
going that way. I want to
it's opposite
remember it
field.
as a
Yeah.
left hit. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it was left center. It's always like opposite. It's always like he does have his power towards the opposite field, but with Bellinger too, it's like yeah, he's look. This is why he's pretty much in the top of the lineup. It's like he's always trusted. He can do anything. He can steal a base. He can get the contact. He can get the home run. I'm not worried about him. I am not worried about him at all. He's going to continue to do his thing. And of course, I don't care about any off-season politics. I just care about what's happening right now. So Bellinger is providing. He is doing good. And I hope he just continues to do so as well. So, look, but of
Does
course,
he does he amaze you anymore? I mean, do you go oh,
Bellinger?
or is it just like oh that that was that's Bellinger? I mean, he ran the ball down
No,
the other night. I did not think he was catching up to that ball. I'm going to be honest with
he's
you. I was like, he's not catching that one. All of a sudden, he just put it in his glove like it was like nothing. And I'm like, all right,
yeah,
I'm just going to stop and just everything he does, I'm not going to be like shocked anymore. Are you thinking that? You're like, I'm not amazed
no,
anymore. Like that's almost
no.
routine for. Like,
No, not at all. Bellinger always surprises me. Anything that he does, it's like the almost like the look on his face. It's almost like he's very laid back but aggressive
he's having
on the
fun.
field.
He looks like a kid having fun, don't he? He's like, oh wow, I caught that.
Yeah,
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 dude, I
exactly.
caught that. Dude, like you and maybe one other person on the planet, maybe. But
Yeah,
yeah, like we're saying with Bellinger, and that's a good
yeah,
comparison when you brought up Ryan there going that other way because
mhm,
Bellinger, he we know where his power lies and everything like that.
yeah.
But we got McMahon to pull balls for home runs where he's actually hitting more home runs driving the ball the other way than instead of the
True.
short porch. And
Yep.
again, that leads me to just, as in baseball mechanics, you know what that means. He's just, getting out and just pushing that ball the other way, going with the pitch. You got to, they always say hit him where it's pitched. No. When you hear that, that is the biggest crock of bullshit you'll ever hear in a broadcast or anything.
True.
Oh, hit the ball where it's pitched. No, no. Drive the ball where you needed to drive it.
Mhm.
When before I became an opposite field hitter, and I mean an opposite field hitter, dude, everybody could sit down except the third baseman and the left fielder, basically, because I was dead pull and it wasn't going anywhere. That's why I knew I had to change my game up, and that's when Bobby Vincent came over, and I made a couple of adjustments. And after we made it, I said, hey, can I hide my stance? Can I do like things with my feet and my hands before I get into that for what you're just teaching me? And he goes, Victor, just remember what I told you. The whole key, bat on your shoulder, okay? Pitcher moves, shoulders up, and just before he releases, start it, and then go. I'm like, all right, gotcha. So I had this. I was like, cool. I can come up with anything, man. So I have my ritual. I get in there, man. Look around, dust this over, man. Bang this cleat, bang that cleat. How you doing? Oh, what's up, man? What's going on? And then just get in there. And I was like, what am I going to do with the bat? And I always remember, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the guy's name now because I'm fucking stoned. But I know who it is now. Julio Franco.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Remember him? He come up like almost with the bat, like. But I always
Is he
remember
still playing?
when he would go up before he got into that, the bat would
Yeah.
stand straight up, and that's when he would position his hands on the bat, right?
Yes.
So I said,
Yep.
that's where I'm going to start my stance and approach to the bat, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
So I would
I
go
got
up and I twirl the bat just a little bit like a David Copperfield, like with the plates stick. I get up there and I just twiggle it a little bit. Then I find my grip and I look around and everybody's looking at me, and then I just come down and just lay that bat on my shoulder and not move until the ball's pitched. And when the ball was coming, that's when he's my new mechanic started. And dude, I would drive a ball, man. It was crazy. He, I was,
wow.
I got to the point, man, and I mean this in all. I'm not just saying anything. He got me to the point where I was able to put the ball anywhere I wanted. So if you're looking, I'm on the right. I'm a right-handed batter, but I'm going everything from second base to right field. So everything in between first and second, looking at the gaps that way. But I learned how to just get a ball maybe 2, 3 feet off the ground, right down the line inside the bag, and just skip. And then I was gone because I was lights out anyway. And we're only playing 65-foot bases. And I was a
Hmm.
lot younger back then. And so when I had dot, I was like, yeah, I like that, man. I like that. When I first started it, I was having an issue, man. I was hitting it solid, but I was having a problem keeping it fair. And one
Okay.
night, one night, I had a guy at first, base coaches there. This is not a bunt and steal, and so everybody's playing normal infield. So the first baseman's not there. It's just the first base, the guy at first base, and then the coach. Dude, I hit a ball, and I thought it was going to kill somebody. Thank God. No, seriously, when you hear this, it's going to be. Thank God neither one had a chance to react because the ball went. They were only separated by maybe like this much a little bit at the time. He's in there telling and talking to him from, as close as you get to him. He's right there. A little bit more than arm's length, okay? Just to
Yeah.
put it in
Hmm.
perspective for you. Well, the ball went down there like a freaking BB, eye level right in between them. It was a foul ball, but it was like a laser shot. And I
Gotcha.
went,
Okay.
oh my God. I was like, holy shit. And they were both like, whoa. And they were just like, I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, I got to do something about this, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to
Oh,
hurt
wow.
somebody. So I was like, I can't do the line shot. And then the guy lays a pitch in there, perfect for the line shot, man. And I couldn't. I just had to. And I went, bam. The ball was about a foot off the ground. The guy at first base, because he had a run where his foot was on the bag, that's where the ball
Hmm.
hit. If his
Oh,
foot was still there, it probably would have shattered his fucking ankle to pieces because those bases that we were playing on, they weren't in, they were laid there. They were loose bags. When the ball hit there, the bag shot off out into foul territory. The ball came back towards the first baseman. He went like that with his glove. It hit off his chin and went into right center behind him. Second baseman got it. I was at first, and he's at second. I look over and the first base coach, and I'm like, "You okay?" And he's like, "Dude, I'm never fucking coaching first as long as you're up. I'm not. If I am, I won't be here for you when you get here, dude." I would come up, even in other leagues. He was a cool dude, but he couldn't play no more. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But he had a great knowledge, and that's why we had him as first base coach. He wasn't just there
Oh,
because he was a dude who played a lot of years there, was well respected in a lot of leagues. So he wasn't no
okay.
joke. He was a serious character and was a good ball player. And I come up and I look at third base and I'm like, you guys, I'll just do whatever. Ain't nothing coming your way. Nothing's going anywhere that side of the field. And I look at first base and there's no first base coach. I look and he's in the fucking dugout or at the end of the bench. I'll coach you from here. I'll coach you from here. The one time it took for him to move, it took other guys to get hit. I hit a couple guys, legs, thighs, knees. One guy right in the back. I told him move.
Oof.
I back no towards the fence because I'm fouling one off to get my time in, bro. I told him
Yeah.
that. Tell him that before I get up. I tell him first at bat, do not be anywhere near first base. If you're coaching there, do not be there. Get the fuck out. I don't need you when I'll get there. Seriously, I'll kill you because I'm taking my first shot. I'm fouling one to fuck off. I'm trying to foul it off, but sometimes it would go fair. So yeah, I'll take that too. But I'm using that first because you got one foul after 2 strikes, then you're out. So if you got 2 strikes, you foul. Your next foul, you're out. So I
Yeah.
look for one foul that I have in my mind to get that fucking timing because I'm already starting on a 1-1 count. It's crazy league rules. You know what I mean? You start with a 1-1 count, and all that, but whatever. Which would time you up better too. It would make
Yeah.
you a better hitter going up there 1-1, which never made any sense to me anyway. But besides the point, in that league or in a couple of those leagues, that's what I'd look for. That's where my timing was. If I could hit a shot that I know would almost kill somebody down there in foul territory, I'm ready to play. I'm ready
Love
to
that.
rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Love it.
I'm going to be honest with you. You would have fit in good with the crowd, without a doubt. In our softball league, you probably would have fit in pretty well.
Yeah.
We drank a lot of beer. We smoked a lot of
Oh,
weed. Some guys
nice.
like to do the coke, but I was a weed
Nah.
and beer shot and everything.
Okay.
Dude, this is how cool we were. I'm gonna give you an example. This is how cool we were. You're gonna
Yeah.
dig this, all right? This is how cool
Dig it, baby.
This team developed what would become known as the Final Four. And the Final Four
Okay.
was me, Kurtman, Mason, and Fossil. All right.
Oof.
What the Final
Okay.
Four was, dude, we're still in the parking lot, sitting in our lounge chairs in a circle, just doing our just talking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. I went to work from that parking lot sometimes because I was a garbage.
Lord.
I had to be to work by before 6. We get there around 5:30, but there's times I let that parking lot man went home, just got in the shower, right to work. But anyway, my point being, we were so tight, right? We'd be playing a game and shit and everything like that, and a lot of the games we played didn't have lights, but in the summertime it didn't get dark till 9, somewhere around there, so you had time. But anyway, long story short, we play a game, we win, we'd be all psyched and everything. Everybody'd be heading to the parking lot, and usually the other team would be whatever. Get the kids and go. Everybody would disappear. Our team was more of a, hey, fuck the wife. I ain't going. Fuck her. I'll hang with you guys for a little while or do this. Or some guys weren't attached. Some guys were just divorced. And other guys were like, hey, I got to go. And you respected that. You respect what the guy's going to do. But it always came down at the end of the night. We look around and it was me, Mason, Kurtman, and Fossil. We called him Fossil because he was the oldest guy on the team. Kurtman, I thought Kurtman was his name. That's not his name. That's his nickname, Kurt.
Okay.
So I'm playing with 5, 6 years with this dude, and then someone calls him something else, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought your name's Kurtman. He's like, no, dude, it's not Kurtman. My name's not Kurtman. They've been calling me Kurt. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? But anyway, and then Mason, he was the leader of the team. He was our manager, not player. He wasn't a player manager. He was just our manager. And the guy had a Nick. When I tell you, when you talk about people who have just a knack for the history of the sport and the game,
Yeah.
I can seriously say you could basically ask Mason any kind of question about baseball, and he could probably take you back to the 1800s, man. This guy knew names,
Really?
Teams. The history of the sport is what I said, And he said what did it is when he was in school, they were doing a thing on the Civil War, and he came across the name Doubleday, and he's like, Doubleday?
Okay.
I heard Doubleday. Doubleday. Wait a minute. Is this the Doubleday to create? Wait, what? Civil War? And then he put it all together, and basically, as he was studying the Civil War during recess and stuff like that, he'd go to the library and he was reading the biography of Doubleday and the history of him and how he created, and that's how he turned himself into basically, dude, the guy was like an encyclopedia. And I'm talking way, way, way before internet and shit, man. Dude, this is the 80s,
That's
man.
awesome.
The only thing you got going is what brain cells you're living on, you know what I mean? But he was an encyclopedia. Dude, You didn't get them, man. People wanted to like somebody just say something about Ted Williams. Oh yeah, Ted Williams. That was the year he batted 335. He'd be like, no, not that year. No,
Yeah.
that year that was a bad year for him. He only batted 327. You know, and I gotta be like, no, and come back the week. It was like a TV show. You had to wait to play the guy the next time. Sometimes it was a week later or 10 days later. You see the guy and you'd be like, holy shit, you're right. I went home and looked it up. You know, we found it in the book. We went to the library. You know what I mean? You didn't Google it.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah.
He
Yep.
was Google. He was like baseball Google. But yeah, Mason was a great guy, and Kurt was my third baseman, and man, I love that dude. That playing, we played me him. We called ourselves the Final Four because every team we played on were together, along with my uncle and two other guys. But they couldn't hang with us, man. They couldn't hang past 10 o'clock. They had to go home or they had other things to do. My uncle's like, I gotta go to work. I'm like, fuck, you fucking work at home. You do nothing. I know what you do. You don't fucking do nothing. You're just gonna go look. You're fucking somebody's old lady. I know you are. That's why he's. But dude, we beat. So anyway, we come out of the game, right? Like I said, game be over. We're all going back to the parking lot and everything. We're just sitting around, just hanging out. As other teams pulling out, and there's other games going on, and they're pretty much over too. So there's like two or three games pulling out. As they're pulling out, whatever we were in the mood for, pizza. Here comes the pizza delivery guy, and we're just sitting there in our chairs out in the parking lot, you know, the cars, just hanging out. And the pizza guy pulls up, bam, boom, because the dude would call before he left the house and say, "Hey, I need 8 pizzas delivered at so and so time for the team." Just hanging out. Yeah. One night we had chicken. Dude, we had chicken one night, man. So much fucking chicken from this local place. What was it? Cluck You Chicken? You know what I'm talking about because you're on the East
I do.
Coast, right?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
Cluck You. Remember Cluck You?
Yep.
So Cluck You Chicken shows up with this just dude, it looked like we slaughtered a farm of chickens. We had so much chicken. And we fed the whole team and everything. So at the end of the night, everybody's, gone and everything. And it's boom, it's the Final Four. We're just sitting there and it's like 11:30. And all of a sudden we see the headlights come around and we knew, oh, it's Neptune Cop. And he pulls right up to us, dude. We got open, we're just like, what's going on? We're like, dude, you want some chicken? We got some sodas and shit like that. And the guy's like, yeah, 10:25. I'm gonna go down. Yeah, and come out of the car. And dude, sit down in the chair, eat some chicken, drink a fucking Diet Coke. All right, guys, see you later. Get in the car, gone.
Yeah.
Cops, because they knew, we'd never shit where you eat. But
Yeah,
that's how
exactly.
respected we were. Cop would pull in, he'd see us, he'd be like looking around the parking lot with the thing. He'd see us like, sitting way off in the corner. The spotlight went everywhere but on us because they already knew who it was. And they're like, they'll be out of here fucking 1-2. There's a bunch of guys right there don't like their wives.
That's a good way to put it. Oh, yeah. The cops got it right.
All four of us are married. All four of us are married. And you want to hear the kick? You want to hear the punchline to the whole thing?
Sure, yeah, man.
Where we played in this league, we called it Up on the Hill in Neptune, up on Wayside Road. So It was up on the hill, Wayside Road. Then there's a cemetery, and right behind the cemetery is all these townhouses. Right? That's where I live. I was coming home
really?
2 o'clock in the morning. My old lady's like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "I was just hanging out." She's like, "Hanging out? Where?" I'm like, "In the parking lot, right around the corner." She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah, but I could walk the games. No, man, no. Had to be in that parking lot after Final Four, man. But yeah, I remember cops pulling in. They'd be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, we got some pizza left over. You want some pizza?" I ain't got no time. Hey, take that box. There's only a couple. Hand them. Take a week, man. All right, see you guys later. Bye. All right, later.
I love that. Oh man,
the greatest days in the world, man. Cops, like I said, you don't shit where you eat. You're good. You know what I mean? And they knew, what are we doing? We're hanging out. We're having a couple beers. They knew where everybody lived.
Yeah.
They knew I lived right there. They knew where Mason was because they knew him. He drove for Pepsi, and he brought a route from a guy it turned out to be a hospital. So he just did a hospital. He just pull his truck up, just go to the top and start there. All the Pepsi, load all the Pepsi up, and that was the end of his day. He
And
get
that
the
was
whole
it?
hospital. Yeah, he got the whole hospital done in like 2.5 hours. And that was the end of his day. Boom.
Wow.
So, but yeah, Mason drove for Pepsi. Kurtman was a heavy equipment operator at the time, and I mean he was like heavy duty equipment, man. His company was like ripping up freaking freeways and interstates and shit like that. They would
Gotcha.
go in, yeah, they go in and dig all these fucking, break it all down, take it all away, and dig the trenches for them to come in and put it in, like whatever they're doing there. But yeah, that did. You want to hear something funny with him? Because he got the back in the day, it was all the joystick and them big rig, the heavy equipment, like the front end loaders, the cranes and shit. That was all
Yeah.
joystick, and he learned
Okay.
it from his grandfather, sitting on his grandfather's lap, and because his grandfather used to drive a bulldozer and shit like that. But anyway, long story short, he was so good with the joysticks. Like back in the day, you remember Atari had the joystick?
Oh
You
yeah.
couldn't beat him on anything that had a joystick. Kurt, you could put money on him, man. You could pay your rent with him. So we used to take him into this bar. Remember the claws? The
The
claw
claws?
machines? Yeah, the claw
Oh
machine
yes. Yes.
with
Mm-hmm.
with the
Yep. Mm-hmm.
joystick and the thing. That
Oh
was what
yeah.
he did.
Oh
He
yeah.
did that for a living. With the crane come over and put it down, pick something up, and take it away. That's what he did for a
Yeah,
living.
like a
Dude, on a
teddy bear.
dollar. Yeah, dude, on a dollar. He cleared the machine. There'd be nothing left in the fucking machine. The guy'd be like, what the fuck you
Wow.
doing? Yeah, the guy in the bar would be like, what the fuck you doing? I gotta shut the machine down now. He's like, hey, man. He goes, yeah, but you did it all on a dollar. He goes, like, what the fuck? Kurt would just clear it out and just throw it to all the women in the bar that night. Man, you want one? Fucking beanie bag, whatever the fuck was in there was just flying around the bar. He
Beanie
cleared it out.
Babies.
Yeah, he cleared it out he just put a buck in it and fucking Kurt cleared it the fuck out. Done.
Oh
You're like,
man.
holy shit, this is fucking too much. And then Fossil was our pitcher. And he had a great last name. Munson. His real name was Greg Munson. And like I said, we called him Fossil because he was the oldest fucking guy on the team, but motherfucker could pitch. But he was so sarcastic and rebellious, and we used to have a great time being him. I was the only one allowed to approach him on the mound if something was going wrong. He didn't want to fucking
Yeah.
talk. No, he told my uncle one time, "Get the fuck back to shortstop. I don't fucking get back to shortstop." And he turned around. I was standing there. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, man? You okay? What's going on later?" And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing over here?" I was like, "I don't know. Everybody was yelling. I thought I'd come over and find you. You all right? Anybody yelling at you?" He'd be like, "Go back to first," and then break the tension for him. And I remember I called timeout one time for no fucking reason, Nick. No reason. I think we were up like fucking like 10 runs. It's like the fourth inning. We're pounding these guys, right? There's no outs. Like I think it was the second pitch he threw in the inning, right? And I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." And I'm like, "Timeout, timeout." Umpire's like, "Timeout." And I start walking to the mound, and he's looking at me. He's got this look on his face, and I get over there, and he goes, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, "I just felt like doing that, man. I'm going back to first now." And he goes, and I started to like walk back to first. He goes, "Hey," and I turn around and go, "What?" He goes, "You're a fucking asshole." So nobody heard all that. We're just like verbal, you know what I mean? The only two people could hear it. And I just went back to first. And we went back in after the inning was over. Everybody's like, "What was that all about?" I'm like, no, that's between me and him. And we carried it. He goes, "Yeah, that's between me and him. Don't worry about the conversation with me and him. All right, we had a conversation and he was right." And I was like, "Yeah," and he was right also. He just took it for nothing, you know what I mean? But he loved that. He loved that. He was a good guy, man. He was a good dude.
I love that, man. I love that. Like, just amazing, man. Like these stories are just like, oof. Almost it hits home for me too. It's like, yeah, like I mean, just like whether it's nostalgia and just like almost like everyday life, or just like what you just pretty much have in your memories too. It's like always like a good time with that too. It's just never leaves by your side. I love that. Oh man, that's amazing, Victor. I love it.
Oh yeah, man. Tremendous. I got tremendous memories of playing the game, man. You know, again, see the thing with me when I played, I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just telling you, I
Yeah.
played with fucking amazing softball players at an amazing level. Some of the guys I played against, and especially when we did the travel all stars, which again, I'm not blowing smoke, but I'm just saying the travel
Yeah.
all star team that we had that was going to represent our league in Monmouth County at that time, you were voted to the position from your peers, from the players. There was a newsletter that went around to everybody before, and everybody voted, and they got to vote.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it was an honor for 5 straight years to be the first baseman on that team. And there were some great first basemen that played in our league, and I probably got the most respect. I was 5'6", like I said, maybe a buck 60 at that time. Um, that's not big for a first baseman, bro. But I, I decided when I became a first baseman there and everything, man, I loved Nettles. I wanted to play
Yeah.
third base so bad, man, so bad. As a matter of fact, 9 has been my number no matter what. I don't care what
Okay.
sport or what we're doing. You got 9 on, take it off. I'm wearing it until I leave. I'll give it back to you. Nobody wears 9 but me. And I almost walked off a team one time because the guy wouldn't give up 9. They're like, dude, just give him the fucking shirt for the game. Fight him after. Don't just. We need that motherfucker playing today. We need him at first base and more than ever. Give him the fucking number. But so I decided I'm going to play first like Dentals at third. I'm going to play that same aggressive type defense, and I did. And then along comes this guy named I think his name is Don Mattingly or something like that. And
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm like lefty baby, lefty,
Woo.
and I decided I'm fucking Mattingly now at first, baby. I'm gonna take that number 9 and turn it to the other hand, and I'm gonna become the other side of that bookend with Nettles now. I'm gonna be Nettles' first baseman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I promoted myself. Like I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but that's how I felt at the time. Like I'm taking Mattingly on now, right? I got my position player, but that's my fucking guy to put me here. So, dude, once I got the Mattingly scoop fucking down, bro. Oh man. But
I
that's
love
what
it.
that's what got me to get the respect and everything. I guys were like, you play first base, like sometimes, man, like there's a fucking 7-footer over there. Dude, first of all, we don't know how you stretch the way you do. The stretch plays you come up with, and the digging and the scooping and the bad play, the high play, bad play. I mean, you save so many errors over. They're like you're like watching a goalie sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, that's that Van Bees book, Mike Richter, you know, goalie in me too, because that's how I defended too. Being small, I used my legs, I used everything to keep that motherfucker in front of me. But you know, to go on that traveling team for 5 straight years, man, it was insane. It was insane, and the level I played against was like even more insane. I mean, there was guys, we're used to guys throwing in the lows, well, mid 60s, maybe touching 70. These fuckers were hitting 70 and touching 80, and some of them
Wow.
fuckers had, yeah, some of these guys had breaking balls. Some of these guys had like slider movement. Some guys had a knuckleball, and let me explain something to you people. If you think hitting a knuckleball in baseball is hard, you try hitting a softball, you're like, oh, it's bigger. Oh my God, no, no, no. No, no, no. We played again. We had a guy to pitch for us, Higley. He was a knuckleballer. And I have him, throw me some in batting practice, sometimes so I could just see it for when I get in the league later. But no one threw a knuckleball like him. Dude, that ball, when it's thrown right, I don't give a fuck who it is. You ain't hitting it. You hit it. You might foul it off. You ain't getting no power on it. It ain't going nowhere. That big ball is so much more heavier than a baseball that when you hit it, it's even deader. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a bigger, heavier object that you're hitting, so it's slowing down even more. It's just disgusting. And Yeah, and then I don't know if you know the difference between what a 82-mile-an-hour fastball, and then all of a sudden the guy throws a 68-mile-an-hour changeup would look like in softball, in the world of softball. But I can tell you one thing: I'm still looking for the shoes that I was wearing that day. 'Cause I came right out of it, man. I was thinking, all right, this guy's throwing heat. I'm ready. And that motherfucker threw a changeup the next pitch, man. And I just was like, oh, you fucker. Okay. This is okay. This is tournament. I guess this is why I'm here, man. I'm playing against the best, right? And then I wound up striking out, and I came back to the bench, and I was like, all right, man, what's the adjustment? What do I need to do against this fucking guy? And the guy just told me, he says, patience, 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 man. He says, this kind of situations, you gotta look for your pitch, bro. You gotta take some pitches, or just hope he grooves you one right where you want it. He goes, don't be chasing high, don't be chasing low. Look for your spot. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So, I wound up getting, I think, 2 hits off that guy. I think I seen him 5 times that night. I got 2 hits off him, and then they replaced him, and we won the game. I'm just trying to think. He held us down because the guy had some shit, but that changeup, bro, and you didn't know when it was coming. He'd throw a fastball, and then he threw the changeup to me. So now I'm like, all right, now I don't know what the fuck's coming. And here he comes back with a fastball, and I'm like, fuck, whatever. That bat
Yeah.
sucked, And then the guy coming up's like, all right, thinking, all right, he's going to throw fastball, changeup, fastball. And that guy's up there now. He's ready. He's waiting on the fastball, right? He leads him off with a changeup. Now you go, all right, this guy's a thinking pitcher. So now you got to go up there with a whole nother approach. Now you're like, all right, there's no rhythm or rhyme to his madness. You just got to focus. My pitch is right here, right around this area here. I ain't swinging unless it's there, and hope I make contact with it.
Yeah.
That's how you got to be against some guys, especially on that level playing, because them guys ain't on pitch count. They could throw from Saturday until Tuesday afternoon if they wanted to. You know what I mean? Our pitcher, he pitched 5 games in one day, and we were playing a 9 inning.
Wow.
We were in a 9 inning tournament there because it had pitching. I mean, it had bunting and stealing. He pitched 5 times that in one day. That was on was that the Friday? Yeah, that was the early Friday morning. We started early Friday morning. We didn't walk off the field till almost 11:30.
Wow.
For our last game. Yeah, it was a brutal tournament. But what happened is there was a rain out on a qualifying Wednesday and a qualifying Thursday, so they had to mash them teams in to get them qualified. Plus, they had to start our rounds because you only had till Sunday, or else the whole thing was a wash. So it offset some fields. So we were waiting for other games to be completed. Like, we're scheduled to go at like 11:05. We're not taking the field till almost 11:30 because that game cleared out. We get on.
Yeah.
By that time, when we got to the third game, Nick, we went over to we sent our manager over to their manager, and they're like, look, as soon as this game's over, let's just start our game. Fuck infield, fuck bat, and practice. Seriously, we're warmed up now, right? We've even played 2 games. They were like, yeah. And then we played the next 3 games. We didn't fucking do none of the infield and shit. You just went, you went out, warmed, your pitcher warmed up in between the inning, get ready, throw a couple around the infield, let's go. But there's no batting practice, none of that. We're like, fuck that. We're wasting too much time, man. And we still got off the field. Last game was almost like 11:30, like I said. We got back to the hotel. It was the next day. It was after 12 already. We were in the lounge.
Wow.
We closed the bar, ate as fast as we could. We were up at 8 the next morning, play ball at noon. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. That was, you know what, though? You know what? We finished third in that tournament that year. And that was our first stab at that year. I mean, that was our first stab ever at that tournament. We never went back because it was super expensive to get sponsors and stuff. I think our sponsors put up at that time, I think almost $7,000 to get us there and back and take care of entry fees and stuff like that.
Wow.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but back then, it's on a guy's business. We're talking about a guy who has a lawnmower business. He's a landscaper, and he's writing $7,000 out out of his bank account to cover us to go down and represent him. With his, with our names, his name on us. And like I said, we finished third, and that was very respectable, man. We were impressed. We didn't think we'd make top 10. We didn't think we'd make the top 10, but when we found ourselves real close to getting into the finals, I'll be honest with you, man. We were out of gas on Sunday. When the elimination game rolled around that day, that was our third game being played that day. It was around 4:30. It was hot, humid. It's disgusting, but we were dogged. We were dogged. We had nothing left, man, and so we bowed out gracefully, losing it to them. We took third. We took third place, and the team that beat us went on to beat the team and become the champs. So we felt even better then. We're like, at least we weren't eliminated by the losers. We were eliminated by the winners.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's the Dale Earnhardt theory. How do you feel about finishing second? Well, I'm the first loser. Same glass of water as you look at it. You know what I'm saying? So in that perspective, it makes losing a little bit easier sometimes. You hate to get blown out by somebody and they go and they just like shit the bed and they're like, that team beat us? Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? We thought fucking kill these motherfuckers. Where's their bus? It's fucking slashed their tires so they can't get fucking home.
Yeah.
Fuckers. We're here in like 7 cars. There's like 7 of us on this fucking highway in a caravan. You guys come on a bus? Fuck you guys. Bus riders. Fuckers.
Yeah, right.
What are we in high school? What are we in high school, motherfucker? You can see how much fun it was to be with me. You can see how much fun it would be to be. A couple beers after the game, you see a team getting on a bus. Fucking buses! Fucking bus. Look at that bus. Bus. Fucking one driver. 7 of us, motherfucker. 7 fucking cars.
Victor.
You see that fucking Cadillac right there? That's my ride, motherfucker. Cadillac, you in a bus.
Victor, my friend, I do have to get ready for a show on Mania. Prep for a show for later. I know. I
Tell
love
them where you were. Nick, before you leave, seriously. Nick, before you leave, absolute blast having you on, man. We'll do this again for sure. Absolutely.
Again and again, please. I love this.
Before you leave, please tell everybody where they can find Chef Nick at. Besides the kitchen, where else can we see the great and the beautiful Greek Adonis, Chef Nick? Where can they find you?
Well, Victor, before I do that, wow, I didn't know you were on Rumble. I thought this was like a YouTube live type of thing, so I had to go through a whole process to do that, and that's fine. I think I know. No, that's fine. That's good.
I'm on Rumble.
I'm glad because it was about like 5 minutes just to verify who I was. Like if I'm Greek, I have like hair and a beard, whatever. Like it's all good.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It was worth it, man. It's all worth it. Well, ladies and
as you can
gentlemen,
see, we secure our borders to get into Rumble. Our borders is secure.
That's right.
Rumble.
There you go.
Like just anybody fucking in. Sorry.
That's right. We have to have borders. We have to have checkpoints.
Tell everybody where they can find you. Actually, where they could find you in a little while, because you just mentioned the show. Where can they find Chef Nick at?
I'm going to be behind the scenes, actually. I'm not going to be live, but behind the scenes. But let me generally say where I'm at. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching right now Victor Vellante of the Third Floor Podcast. This guy is amazing. He is a legend, not the myth, because he is still living right now, and he is a living legend. Keep going on. And this guy has many stories, more stories than Edgar Allan Poe. But Edgar Allan Poe was boring because Victor is the modern day Edgar Allan Poe. He is exciting and fun, and he is badass. And if you don't like it, then you can cry in the walk-in fridge. But what I'm going to do right now is I am going to let you know where I'm at. Ladies and gentlemen, NY Yankee Mania, World Sports Mania Entertainment. This is where I'm from. I am here. I was live today. I was live yesterday twice find this channel and you will not be disappointed. Never sugarcoating anything. Never a dull moment. Always uncensored. Never going to bow down to all the people that be like, how about my feelings? Well, fuck your feelings. This is where we're going to go right now. We're always going to be badass no matter what, because people want to hear the truth. They want to hear the real time live, not the real time in the past, because this is who we are, and we are real, and that is it. And you better obey that no matter what, or else take your ass elsewhere, baby. This is how we rock and roll. Love you all. Chef's kiss, baby, is the way.
Have you ever been in
How about them apples?
in a Turkish prison?
That's all right? Not bad.
Yeah, no. I was just, because.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yes. You're right. You're good.
Okay, so they can. I was just wondering where the white women are at. That's all.
I don't know. Probably
time,
yoga. I don't know.
What time are you going to be on? What
time?
You didn't mention that.
You
just said
yeah. Maybe I should have mentioned it. Yeah. Maybe I should have mentioned. Maybe I should have mentioned that without doing a wrestling promo. Yeah. So tonight, Jason, the sensation of NY Yankee Mania, is going to be calling the basketball game. I am not going to be on calling the live-by-play basketball game, but I'll be live on tonight, the after hours spot, which is on NY Yankee Mania. That's the post game. So we'll go from there for tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be live, but I will be live Monday all day, Monday for Memorial Day. But as far as tonight, I will be on later on during the night. That's where I'll be on. But guys, yes, NY Yankee Mania, World Sports Mania, Mania Entertainment, but NY Yankee Mania is the main channel. If you want to check us out, want to check the content out, please check out the content from earlier today at 1 o'clock. We had an amazing stream, high numbers, high viewership, and also yesterday too. We did a YouTube live between me and Joe, who is the owner or El Jefe of the show. We had a great turnout at 7:30 a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. as well too. So check us out. Victor is a big part of the channel, and Victor, I want you more there as well too, because I love when you're there. So yes, please, let's rock and roll, baby. We're all a family, no matter what time zone, no matter what state we're in. It just does not matter, because we're all here at the same time. And you see that right now live, baby. Let's rock and roll. So your ass is grass, and I'm going to smoke it.
Your ass is grass, and go smoke it. What time is the after hour show tonight?
So the Knicks game tonight, which Jason is calling, that is 8 o'clock. It should finish around 10:30. So 10:45, let's just say.
All right, so
10:45
around figure 11 o'clock. Let's call it 11 o'clock. Let's call a squirrel. 11 o'clock. Okay. So that's 8 o'clock. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have to. I'll pop in the comments, and maybe somebody send me a link there, and I'll come on with you guys, and I'll set everybody straight there. I'll set everybody straight there. Who has any issues with any Yankees? Because I think we covered it pretty good here today earlier. Nick, been a blast. I know you're going because you have a big show to do. You got to get to production. You got to get makeup and all that other stuff. I know how it is.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Don't blow the fourth wall there, Nick. Don't blow the fourth wall. Just go with it, Nick. See, that's what happens. You need the guy in your ear, like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Get David Cohen away from the cock jokes. Get David Cohen away from the cock joke. We had a cock joke the other night when they showed that chick in the fucking stands. We did.
Yeah, right.
We had a fucking cock joke. Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
She had the fan. She had the fan on her boyfriend, and then she went like that to his crib, and the camera cut, and then they were like, David, I could hear him. David, shut the fuck up, David. David, this is how. All right, Nick, I'm gonna let you go. I'll look for you around 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
And you have a great broadcast with with Jason. Listen, guys, I highly, highly recommend going over there to listen to it. Jason is astounding at play-by-play. Evan is astounding at play-by-play, and when they're together, it's real, super insanity, cool. Historically, these kids know the game of basketball and call a super good game. And then you throw Nick in because of his knowledge. Like I said, he has a great knowledge of the game. We talked a little bit, and he understands where I quit basketball like 90, whatever. But this guy knows the game of basketball a little bit more than I think you get credit for. And I seen that when you were doing the game, the one with Sean and everything, the NBA preview show and all. That's what I would just tune in to learn just what's going on in basketball. I mean, I give a fuck, but you know what? Nick's going to talk about it, so I like Nick, and let me hear what Nick has to say about basketball. So maybe I could have a conversation in a bar if I happen to hear him. Like, I think I heard that before. So this guy needs a little bit more credit, NBA wise. Great job over there. We'll look forward to that broadcast. And again, maybe I'll pop in on after hours.
Well, Victor, no, I appreciate that, brother. No, I appreciate you, man, as always. Like, I definitely want to see you more on there. I think every time, look, we've been on other certain channels, you and me on an open panel, and we closed it down, you and me. I love that. That was great. We rocked it. I definitely want to see you more on there. I love our conversations. Look, it's never like talking over each other. It's always like, just hearing our insight and what we have to, with like what's on our minds and stuff like that. Like that's a thing. It's like always a healthy conversation. But even with basketball too, it's like, even with the play-by-play on Mania, it's I've been doing it with Evan and Jason, and like a combination of all three of us too. We've been doing it like since the WBC. So it's been great. It's been a lot of people love it. It's again uncensored. It's very unorthodox from the way other people call it. People love to, make it like a sort of like a yay, I don't know, what Barney and Friends, I don't know. But like we're trying to like take it the opposite way, where it's like, you know what, it's like, if you don't like what we say, which is real, of course, we have to obey by the rules. No cursing, no religion, no politics. I get it, but also we're not going to pretty much bow down to don't say this and don't say that, not walk in eggshells. I don't like that. I never did that, and I don't do that, but I don't cross any boundaries. Of course, this channel's different. I smoked a cigar. I love it. I well deserved to smoke a cigar after like 20 million hours per day. Thank you, Victor, for that. But also, but also too, it's like, you know what? That's the thing too. It's like whether you're on different channels too, it's different set of rules, and that I get it. You don't want to cross any specific boundaries, but for me itself, I definitely don't want to be like, oh, you're not allowed to say that. No, I'm done with that. I've been done with that. I'm in my 40s. I'm 42 years old, and I don't want any other person to tell me what I can or cannot say. I'm over that. I'm done with that. So this is why we're successful and going, again, being successful enough too. And this is why I see that Victor is becoming more successful, because you know what? People don't want other people telling each other what not to say. Done. Over with. If you want to say what you want to say, go for it. That's it. So look, it's just, this is where we are. This is where we're at right now. I know I do have to get going, but Victor, I definitely want to do this again with you. Of course, this was a little learning curve with Rumble, my first time on Rumble. So I guess so far so good. But
no, you're good. So, you're good, and
I'm not canceled, so that's good. Yeah.
Baby. I got 20 years on you. So you're 42. Woo! I'm 62. I'll be 63 in August. But I'll leave you with this, and then
sure.
The great comedian George Carlin. What he once said, and I always live by this: it's not the word that's bad; it's the thought behind the word that makes it bad. So
good point.
There you go.
Yep.
You can take that for whatever you want. Nick, I'm going to let you get out of here, and I'm going to close out. And I appreciate you coming on, man. And we'll look forward to you later on the NBA Calling with Jason. And you'll be behind the scenes. And then later this same night, later tonight, on NY Mania After Dark, we might get Joe to say, shit. Nick, you're out. Nick, you're out. I love you, buddy. And I'll see you a little later. I'll talk to you a little later. I'll definitely show up and say, hey, and then
Yes.
get me in the door, baby. I'll set some Yankee fans straight.
Oof. Oh, I love it. Victor, yeah, text me too. Yeah, definitely. And also too, love you, Victor. Thank you for having me on. And Victor's channel, the community. I love you guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's show Victor the love that he deserves and the respect. He is amazing. And let's get this growing and glowing, baby. I'm right behind him. That's what he or she said. Whatever the case is. Love you all. Ugh.
Hey,
let's do
get
this,
out
baby.
of here.
Woo!
Go do business.
I'm out. Woo! Love you. Take care.
Fucking Nick.